And we are back from the break. And just as another reminder, the current number of rerolls stands at Braxon has 1, Finn has 3, Ockar has 1, Lafdul has 3, Leva and Solas both have 2, I, the Dungeon Master, have 3. Okay.
You need
And
to use your rerolls in pointless situations.
pointless situations? That's no fun. I'm going to use them in pointless situations. So I do need to roll for initiative. But before that, so you can see a raid before you, surrounding this fiend-like creature. A series of humans or human-like figures, wielding a variety of weapons, wearing a variety of armor. Most of them in quite fine gear. However, you feel like these are all almost like taken right off of a fancy card. Like they are figures that you would see on a very nicely made deck of cards.
Right.
And you realize that they're probably the face cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do any of us recognize for any of our cards that we've read?
No, I don't think any of you have drawn any of the face cards.
No. Yeah.
Does that mean if we touch them, they do? There's gonna be they do stuff
they do
to
the
us.
card effect. No.
Well, that's something that you're gonna have to find out. There are 3 on horses. You've got oops. Yep. That guy's on a horse. That guy is on a horse. And that guy is on a horse. You will have to take out the horses before you deal any damage to them. Just because that's going to be the easiest way to do it. So you can see these up front are definitely warriors with weapons and everything like that.
Well, Leva, time for liberal use of fireballs.
Alright, so go ahead and roll for initiative, please.
Does Leva have to concentrate for her detect scrying, or will she just automatically know?
For what?
For her detect scrying.
Is
it an automatic thing, or is it a concentration?
I think it's an automatic thing based on the saving throw. But she has not detected anything.
It is automatic.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can get one last spell off before I get clobbered in the face.
For my battle phase as well. Is one good?
For initiative?
No, for battle fate.
Oh, for battle fate.
No, it's on the handout now.
Yeah, there's handout now in the...
Hang on, I don't think
one does nothing.
Is that wrong? No, it did roll.
I think Leva overslept this morning, so she's just slow. Out of it a bit.
It might have been that backlash that we got from destruction of the cards.
No, it was like this before.
Well, I think the bigger thing is probably that Leva, this thing is looking at you.
Oh.
Yo.
Help!
Don't worry, it can come 10 feet within you as long as you don't attack it.
And the D100 roll was for my unfailing premonition.
Yeah. Let's see, let me get through these.
Is it all creatures, regardless of power level, that are hedged out of protection from evil? As long as they're extra planar?
No, what it is that they're not hedged out specifically. They just can't attack you physically with a natural weapon. They can still hit you with weapons.
Yeah, basically their physical form can't come close enough.
Yeah, you can still do breath weapons and stuff, so.
Alright, anyone still need to roll initiative?
Don't remind Old of all the possibilities he might have.
See, I don't actually know what this creature is, so other people don't know. Might know. Yeah, I've read.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
No, it does look familiar, though.
Oh, I think I might need to be doing a cool shot or something.
It's up to you.
What I want to do is, because that angel person said that the deck was vulnerable to fire, I'm going to hold.
The deck's
Braxon,
destroyed now.
Yeah, but he's thinking that these people are cards.
Okay.
Oh, so you want to set them on fire?
I wanna hold the flaming sword on one of them.
Give him a branding.
Well, you didn't roll for that. It is +1 to
Yeah.
initiative, so...
I mean, no one's took a turn yet.
No, but I have already done a thing. Solas, your turn.
Oh.
Yeah,
think-
Solas is going to start by casting Fireball.
Okay.
Where they're all immune.
Well, we'll see if they're all immune or not. Fireball, it was the radius was what is 20 feet or 10 feet? What was it?
Rounds.
It's 20 feet.
Yeah. So I'm going to be targeting the back row. Basically, try to get the fireball end to these two, and hit it around here somewhere.
Okay. So your the little pea from the fireball launches out, but it impacts into the black swirling mist that is receding, and that just seems to suck it right up into nothingness. There is no explosion like you expected.
Dang it.
You sent the fireball into another dimension.
Well, hopefully it explodes there.
And this figure, who looks like a royal of some sort. Let me actually give you a description. Give me a second. Where is that? So you can clearly tell that this king, he's dark and stern looking. Seems to be the type that about to issue a judgment on a criminal or something like that, brought before his court. And he strides forward. He knows very well how to use his blade. He moves up to engage with Ockar. Swings the sword. It is a long sword. And he misses. So maybe he didn't know how to use his sword. Who knows? Let's see.
If only you'd have used a reroll. It's too late now.
Yeah, but
Your own words used against you
Too
there.
late now.
since he missed gold, I'm just refunding that to you. Let's see. Where is this guy? Next one.
I thought critical fumbles weren't a thing anymore.
Gold
No, I
just
do.
wanted to
There are
rub
still
it in.
there's
still
still
do.
critical fumbles.
Gold just wanted to rub it in, so you've doubly failed.
Okay, you see this figure. Let's see. He is. Where is that? He's a fair youth with blonde hair, pale eyes, and holding a wand, and looks ready to deliver a message or proclamation. However, that proclamation ends up being a spell as he utters some words, and a pair of missiles streaks out of his hands, going to hit Lafdul and Solas.
Yay, that is
Magic
my spell.
missile.
Yep, magic missile.
I have shield, so it blocks.
Okay.
Alright, and I lost my spell, so.
2 points of
Yes.
damage, Lafdul.
Ew.
And this figure rides his horse over here. He is a handsome young man in plate armor. He holds a wand in his hand. He has blonde hair, pale eyes, fair complexion, and he's holding a larger, like a short staff kind of thing. And as he moves over, despite being in plate armor, he is able to cast a spell.
Uh-oh.
And he
He's an elf, isn't he?
they all look human. They all look human. But you could probably guess that they're
clerics-
probably some sort of magical constructions or something like that, as opposed to real.
Also, clerics
Not
can cast spells in
archetypes.
plate armor.
That is true. However, there are now 3 of him, meaning that he is definitely a wizard. Let me get. I need to go into a different browser to do this because for some reason when you pop out the dice thing in Roll20, you can't add the little overlay numbers on an aura anymore.
As a reference, was that damage we took earlier will took? Because that's something that regenerates.
Yeah, that'll regenerate.
Just for my keeping track of my regeneration.
That's fine.
It was just basically general brand
I
of
wasn't-
damage.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it's like life force draining or something that doesn't regenerate.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Finn, your turn.
Yeah, this may not work, but Finn's going to try it anyway. Finn is going to drink his potion of animal control for mammals.
Okay.
I'm going to see
Yeah,
if you
that
can
would only
control the
work on
horses.
That is not going to give you any ability to control these guys.
Oh, okay. Not even their horses.
No,
Oh.
no.
Mm.
Oh, that was my idea.
But that will
Good
tell
idea.
you something as well. So.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Doesn't Finn's
And my spirit
get-
wolf.
Right. Yeah, your spirit wolf can.
Yeah, I'll probably just move over here and take a nip.
Okay.
Let's see, he gets just 1 attack, right?
Mm-hmm. Just a bite. What is its Thaco?
15.
Alright, so that is a hit.
Nice.
Okay, and it does 2d4.
That's a good wolf.
7 points of damage as the that spirit wolf tears into attempts to tear into the this royal warrior. He is wearing mail. Okay, and this woman back here. She is casting a spell. And that is going to be... and suddenly this king gets even larger. So hopefully he doesn't miss next time. I should have used a reroll on that. I should have used a reroll. Okay. So he's about 70% larger now. Then the fiendish creature gives a great bellow. It leaps off the ground, its wings flapping. As it flies over, lands, and swings its this jawbone in its hands at Leva.
Do we get attacks of opportunity as it flies over us?
No, because it was too high.
Not if we've got boots of jump.
No. All right, Leva, pick a number from 1 to 9.
5.
You're not going to be happy about this.
Not again.
You should...
Oh no.
So
gonna
it
give up.
smacks you with with this jawbone club, hitting you rather than one of your images for 9 points of damage.
Oof, that's survivable, even for
I
Leva.
was expecting Leva to get punted across the room or something.
How much did you say? 9.
Yep.
Oof.
Did it seem like it was striking the right one?
She cried out in pain, so you know.
No, as in it
And
wasn't.
none of the images have faded.
Yeah.
Might just be a. Well,
I've forgotten where we had Battle Fate written.
It's
It's in the
on
handout.
Discord
or use your thing on the handout.
or the handout, the new handout.
Oh, there's a handout now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you the description of the next one. So there's a warrior queen who looks dark and grim. Almost seems as if she should be standing beneath a dark, cloudy sky. And she strides forward and strikes at you, Braxon, with a longsword.
Oh, she didn't hit Braxton with a fox.
No.
She looks like she's carrying a fox in an offensive
She
manner.
misses. Yes, well, I'm limited by the images that I can find online, right?
Okay.
By the way, Old, did you remember that protection from evil gives -2 to any evilly aligned
Yeah.
creature to attack?
Yeah. All right. Then an energetic, alert, and lithe youth. He's holding his sword, ready. He still seems fresh, but although this picture is definitely an older person, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm getting very mixed vibes from the description.
Don't worry about it. Strides forward and swings his blade at you, Lafdul.
I take it I don't get my shield bonus if I've already lost my spell?
Correct.
Oh, armor class 1, I think.
All right, that is a hit. And he deals 10 points of damage to you.
Yee. Alright. No, not that much.
Yes, that much. I don't know what it was, but yes, that much. Let's do it.
Put myself down to 10.
Yeah, it's fine.
You regenerate.
Yeah, like once every turn.
And then This will go faster when I don't have to read out the descriptions of them to you anymore. Don't worry. Nope, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Okay. And she is here. She is a beautiful regal queen, holding an elaborate gem-studded golden chalice. And she is casting a spell. And despite her beauty and everything like that, she completes her spell, and actually, yeah. All right, give me a second. Let me find the token that I need. A whole bunch of skeletons burst forth from the ground.
Lovely.
From the amethyst.
Not from the amethyst, just from the ground.
Oh, well, I could possibly turn those.
Yeah, same here.
Wait, how would you turn them, Braxon?
Amulet is bought.
With the power of Patar.
Yeah, Braxon would go literally just grabbing them and turning them around.
Yeah, I wanted to come up with a spell for Lafdul that literally just plays on that. It's a literal turn undead. They turn.
That's like the Ring of Spell turning. That spell's turning. Ockar, your turn.
For the glory of Tyr!
Ow.
Sorry, I'm just getting into character.
I might need to turn you down a little bit.
He's not normally that loud, so.
So, I'm going to swing at this big guy with my longsword.
Okay.
Let's see, adding up all those bonuses for 1d20 plus 8. That goes 11.
Okay, that is going to be a hit.
When you shouted that, did you hold up your magic sword and then point it at Beowulf? Turn him into Battle Cat.
He's not He-Man.
Also, the power of
Well, I need to get a.
Beowulf.
I need to get my own holy sword to do that.
With all the buffs we put on him, he might be.
Also, he needs his own Grayskull castle.
Also, this king counts as large, so you can use a d12.
Yeah. Well, I need to say I'm gonna get a holy sword, and then Ockar's just gonna turn to He-Man.
All right, 13 points of damage. You slice into the this enlarged king.
And Beowulf gets a bite as well.
Yep. I think that's a miss.
Let me double check his stat go.
Beowulf
that goes
also gets
17.
the bonuses from my...
Oh, it's
Yeah, you should
15.
get quite a few.
Right. Yeah, no, that is a hit then. 6 points of damage.
Beowulf also get the prayer bonus for damage.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's 7 damage?
7 damage.
Oh wait, is it +1 for prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's +1 from prayer.
Yeah, then that's 7 damage. So that was 20 damage soul on this guy.
Lafdul, you lost your spell.
Mm-hmm.
You can
My
move
turn,
if you
though.
want, but you'd be risking an attack of opportunity.
And I'd be leaving lever more open from another one, so I'm staying. I'm just going to be
Okay.
prepared to fight the next round.
All right.
Well, one of these days, all is going to give me a holy sword, and that's when things are going to go crazy.
And you just end up losing it. If you're
Okay.
overboard.
Down here, a mounted warrior He's holding a cup in one hand, up over his head, wearing plate armor and winged helmet, and he is going to be chanting a spell. And that is going to be...
They were protected by the void, and I'm not. Unfair.
All right, and he is targeting Solas.
Are those skeletons actually equipped with anything?
Very rusty old weapons, broken weapons, and stuff like that.
So it's like they're all just going to be hedged out.
They're not actually hedged out by protection from evil.
Aren't they?
No. So I need a saving throw versus spell from you, Solas. You do get your wisdom bonus.
This is direct attack spell, or...
Yeah, direct attack, essentially.
I think shield also gave me saving throw bonus.
Oh no, it's not going to be that kind of attack spell. It's not a.
It's a mental save.
Yeah.
Saving throw versus spell.
Modified by wisdom.
Yeah, Lafdul would like to get his wisdom bonus back.
A shudder of fear comes over you, but then washes away.
It was fear.
Oh,
And
I do
then
have fear memory.
The king back here. He is clearly a solemn, level-headed, and responsible ruler. And he is holding a jeweled chalice as well. Seems to be quite a fair and lively man. And he is going to also be casting a spell.
I would have disrupted so many spells if my fireball would have gone off like I planned.
Yeah.
That's why you used the void.
And he casts prayer, so that's going to cancel your prayer spell. So 1 less plus to hit, 1 less plus to damage on all of you. It's just canceling it rather than overriding. And all of them are getting +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
Oh.
Braxon, your turn.
Okay. Braxon's gonna hit the lady armed with a fox. Right, so hang on. So I was on
You had +4, +4, now you're just +3, +3.
+3.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm doing... She's small, so I'm doing 1d8. Do I normally get... I normally get something. I get 2, so I'm getting 5. Oh! That was very useful.
Well, that's damage, not an attack roll.
Oh, sorry.
I'll use that for the attack roll, but...
Yeah.
Or for the damage. Alright, so 10, that is going to be a hit.
Well, I get 1d8 for the damage.
Yeah.
You got to do your calculation for your size.
Oh, yeah.
That's 2 damage then. Rather than 1, because you rolled 1.
Yeah, but I rolled a d6 instead of a d8.
No, you rolled a d8.
I didn't roll a d8.
Yeah, you did. You got a 6. You rolled a d8.
Oh, right. Sorry, I had another number up there. Yeah, Okay, yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm scrolled up the screen. I had a D2. About
All right,
Okay.
so 7 points of damage.
And that's
Okay.
including the 220 stuff.
Well, yeah, but it was a 1, so it's only 2.
Okay, cool.
And that is okay. You see the king down here, and he is has royal robes, wearing a crown, a jeweled crown. He's holding a staff. And near his feet is a small black lizard, might be a familiar. And he starts chanting, and a shimmery field of force appears in front of him. Wizards would recognize that as a shield spell.
Same spell I have.
Yep. The page over here. Fancily dressed youth, medium coloration, and holding a cup, and he begins chanting, and he casts Hold Person on Braxon and Lafdul. So saving throw versus spell, you get a -1 to your saving throws.
+2 from recitation.
All right, so +1.
And I've got a ring. Does that do anything?
Yeah, and you get a +1 to that from that too.
I can't remember if I go up or down.
You want to roll high.
I want to roll
Armor. Yeah, armor doesn't apply.
Sorry, is the saving throw against what?
Spell.
Spell. So 11's my target.
All right, you succeeded.
I can't bring up the chat window. Roll20 is like lagging out like really bad for me. I need 11 if someone rolls me something.
I can roll a d20.
Yeah. I need a 10 actually with +1. I can't click
There you
on
go.
anything.
Well, that's 90. 19.
Oh, I'm fine.
Can you...
I'll refresh, but
Yeah.
won't that take me out
Well, just for a
the
moment.
turn order? Oh.
It won't take you out of the turn order, no.
No. Just make you disappear for a bit.
I have my thing again. Don't know what happened there.
And this knight on a horse wielding a sword, he is over here. Let me get to that description. A dashing, chivalric young man riding clearly a warhorse, a powerful warhorse, and raises his sword, rides forward, and strikes at you, Solas.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use a reroll here.
Actually, can my granted powers be interrupted?
No.
Unless it's Dispel Magic.
Correct. Dispel Magic can interrupt it, but...
Melee count.
Correct. And that is... What is your armor class, Solas?
0.
So what's the -2 from the aura?
He swings at you and misses.
Oh yeah, my armor class should be my...
My armor class is -0, and he gets the -2 to his attack roll.
Yeah. All right, Leva, your turn.
Well, Leva was going to run over here. No, actually, she was going to run over here and use her wand. But now she's not going to run over here. But I think she's still going to use her wand if she's allowed to.
Yep.
And she's using it against this guy.
The
wand of bone. What's it called? Bone shard.
You're using it against the fiend?
Yes.
Okay. So you point it at him, and utter the command word,
Mm-hmm.
and it does not phase him.
What?
He's mage resistant. The wizard's worst nightmare.
Okay.
Hodvir swings his sword at the giant king, shouting out words that only Ockar understands. He recognizes them as battle cries. And that is a hit. Dealing 10 points of damage. Alright. Let's see. Anyone getting second attacks?
I am.
Braxon, yes.
Okay. So, Ockar?
Yeah.
That's
That
it.
should hit.
I mean, if you hit on a 3.
Yep. Okay, 16 points of damage. Alright, Braxon, second attack.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let's not do a D2.
Yeah, it'd probably be bad. That is a hit.
And the damage is D8 plus 5 with some other stuff.
I think it's, so 1d8 times 2.2 plus, I think it's 8, because you're not, I don't know that you're taking into account all your pluses.
I'm sure I'm not. So do I put the 2 times 2 in brackets?
Yeah, in parentheses.
And so I put the D8 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Quote. Plus 5. I think. There's an error in your formula. So I didn't like it. Got rid of it. Hang on.
Just roll normally and I'll calculate it.
Thanks.
Okay. Alright, so that is 16. Actually, that's a little bit more. Alright.
I think I should be swapping opponents.
Okay. Alright, next round initiative. Where did I move my, Oh, there.
Levi's having a slow day.
Why? I swear I click on my thing and it doesn't.
I mean, it might be all the
12.
tokens that are slowing it down, but,
I know sometimes, like in one of my games, if I have like other programs going like at a game store or something, that tends to slow down my computer.
I've only got this running. I mean,
Because
I've got
Roll20 is kind of resource intensive.
Old.
mm-hmm.
I haven't written down the initiative modifier for the Wand of Lightning Bolt, but I think it's 3.
Let me double check.
Yeah.
Because it might depend on what actions, which of the things you're using.
Shocking grasp.
Yeah, I'm going to be using the Lightning Bolt.
Okay. a second. That is... lightning bolt is 2, the shock is 3.
Okay.
You have a choice of forked bolt or a straight. With the lightning bolt.
Is the forked bolt basically Morriganen's electric arc?
Forked bolt is 10 feet wide, 40 feet long. Straight bolt is 5 feet wide, 80 feet long.
Well, in this case, I think the forked bolt is more useful.
Okay.
It's not like they are 80 feet away from me.
Okay. Alright, anyone still need to roll initiative?
No.
Okay. Leva, the fiend in front of you, chants out a spell. You recognize it as a magic missile.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Check
How
something.
many of them?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking right now.
Now we find that the demon is kindred spirit and is also a wild magic user.
And he
5
falls in love with it.
5 missiles.
Jesus.
So give me a number from 1 to 9.
1.
Okay. They all hit missiles. They all hit images, I'm sorry.
Oof. So is it now?
Down to 3.
Yeah, you lost 5 images.
Wow. Okay.
That
It's a benefit of being like a fighter mage. You can. Well, I don't know if it's a benefit.
Does it react?
It growls menacingly, but it seems somewhat satisfied with itself.
Okay.
Lafdul, you hear a thump behind you
Hmm.
as something has just fallen over.
On me? Near me?
No, it seems to have
Attacking me?
slipped on a loose rock.
Someone was sneaking. No. It doesn't
Go
look like
with
you
that.
could sneak in that.
Yeah, it's almost as if they have supernatural abilities.
Armor.
So let me describe to you what you see.
I should have made a better bet.
I think Oll's enjoying the
Totally
backstab
would've
attempt on the thief.
hey. We earned that money, and we're gonna collect if we survive this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Point being that if me and Ockar survive this, we will collect it from your deathbed.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
I suppose if we're dead, you can loot us.
Lafdul, he's clearly a page figure. Near him is hovering a ghostly coin that it's not glowing, but it glitters, catching any light that's around. But he has stumbled and fallen, collapsed on the ground as he was trying to clearly hit you from behind. Solas, your turn.
Yeah, I'm using the wand of lightning bolt. So Solas is going to be pointing the wand and using the command word Zaratok.
All right, forked bolt.
Yeah. And I'm going to be trying to get as many of them as I can in the line. So it was 10 feet wide.
Yes.
So I think I can.
Yeah, you're not going to get the skeleton.
Yeah.
But you'll get this guy, this skeleton here. Well, no, actually, yeah, you are going to get both these skeletons.
Yeah,
okay.
That's fine.
So, roll 66. Any ones are twos. Hey, it already did that for you. Okay, that's a failed saving throw. That is a failed saving throw. I don't care about the skeletons. 3 of the skeletons are blasted away as the crackle of this lightning bolt slams them into pieces. The Page of Wands is... Where is he? Yep. You see him get charred and shocked and killed. The knight's horse takes the brunt of that damage.
That was a hit that I'm satisfied with. I killed 4 targets.
But the horse is still up. Okay. The King of Swords strikes at Ockar, and I'm going to use a reroll.
Damn.
I didn't need it. He hits. For...
Oh, you might tell me I've done the wrong roll. You might tell me I've done
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well,
GM rolls.
Did you guys roll Battle Fate as well?
No, I didn't do it.
Oh, I forgot that.
Such a good spell, often forgot by everyone.
3.
3.
That's saving throw bonus for a 3.
Oh wait, Braxon, you got 5. I got 3.
For 3, it's damage bonus.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Ockar, you take 10 points of damage.
Thank you. Temporary hit points.
And
None of this is real yet.
Page of Wands is dead, so I can remove him. Let's see, the horse riding Knight of Wands, he is going to ride forward and join his knightly friend up here against Solas, bringing down his scepter-like rod. And that is...
I get the AC bonus when I'm for dexterity when I use a wand.
Yeah, he misses.
Okay. Yeah. It would be -1 against now.
Yeah. But he misses. Should have used a reroll, dang it. Alright. And let's see. Alright, using my last reroll, Braxon. A figure behind you.
Dun, dun, dun.
And let's see, where is that?
Hey, the more rerolls he burns, the better it is for us.
a sturdy, laborious, and patient knightly figure with a large coin image on his tabard. And he strikes at your back with a scimitar. And that is going to be...
If we kill this guy, Braxon wants to put his tabard in our magical bag. See if it changes the coin on the tabard.
9 points of damage
9 points of damage. Terrible.
with a successful backstab.
How can you backstab someone if you're not on the same? It's like ankle size. Or
Magic.
something.
These figures are very, very magical. Let's see. The Queen of Wands.
I'm more impressed by his attempt to backstab with by riding a horse.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
honestly the thing that is more amazing to me.
He was backstabbing with a horseshoe.
No, a scimitar.
A scimitar. Okay.
And
Looks like he's got a lance.
yeah, well, I'm limited by the pictures. All right. You gotta understand.
We need to
that
critique more. Old Mossy gets more angry.
I'm
Go on,
limited
guys.
by the pictures.
All's trying to make tension, and I'm like going, well, there's a lady clobbering me with a
I
fox.
know. I'm in the same boat as you.
That which I think would be more fun. Take a fox to the face.
So the Queen of Wands takes a step back, and suddenly there are 5 of her there. Ockar, your turn.
It's
Okay.
more.
I like their mirror images.
I'm going to chop into this guy with my sword.
Okay.
I just double check my bonuses. Yeah. Hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And let me just roll for Bamel so I don't forget. 15. I guess that misses.
Yeah, it's a miss for Beowulf.
So 1d12 plus 9.
Please, you can have a conversation while fighting.
15
Can speak in
damage.
common now.
All right. And the skeletons are advancing because I'm just gonna have them move on the. Wait, no, it's a Queen of. Yeah, it was Queen of Cups. That's not her turn yet. All right, the Queen of Swords in front of you, Braxon.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a critical hit. So I need you to make a saving throw versus death, please.
Okay. Maybe I should
Nope.
do the reroll
Nope,
for
never mind.
this.
Finn has redeemed a critical fumble.
Oh, thank you.
So she has fallen on the ground.
That's kind of that's lucky.
Go ahead and mark
Yeah.
that as complete.
Completely rescued there. Last time he rescued me, I forgot to rescue him. And he got punched in the
Okay.
face.
Page of Swords swings at Lafdul.
I get my full armor class this time.
All right, what's your full armor class?
Standard, because I'm using my shield, is -4. So, protection from evil,
Yep, he misses you.
-6. Because I'm using the granted power, I can still fight.
Yep, he misses you.
Lafdul doesn't like being hit anymore, so he's actually trying to not be hit. Oh,
Finn
Finn's got friend.
has a friend. Dark and courageous, yet somewhat lethargic king. Is placidly holding a large coin and has a wand in his belt. That's clearly works as a scepter. However, he is trying to stab you with a dagger. And I am using my last reroll. No, wait. I already used my last reroll. Never mind. What's your armor class?
With my unfailing premonition, it's a 1.
Okay. That is going to be a...
Protection from evil.
Yeah, but he's also getting a bonus to hit, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit. All right.
Well, so much for that spell.
6 points of damage. Just using a little dagger.
Magical dagger.
Okay, the Queen of
You'll
Cups is going to be casting another spell.
Oh, has my ring been doing its thing against magic weapons?
It should have. I will remember for the next hit.
Okay.
Magic is fickle like that. If you don't remember, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd make sure to remind Auld.
Yeah. No, I do need to be reminded on some of these things. However, Ockar, I need a saving throw versus spell, including wisdom bonus, as the Queen of Cups commands you to die.
Is this a fear?
It's not fear. It's but wisdom does apply.
Okay.
I mean, she did command you to die.
Does my armor apply?
Armor does
You're
not.
not scared of death.
If she's Australian, she's commanded you to die.
Can you go and die under, please?
I'll use my reroll too.
That's a success.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
At least you're not under level 6. It'd be automatic.
So you shake off that command and ignore it. All right, Finn, you lost the spell.
Yep.
Okay.
And gained a lot of anger.
Ooh.
And Spirit Wolf attacks.
Ah, yes. The King of Swords?
And misses.
Yep, that's a miss. At least it wasn't a critical miss.
Oh, they die when Tyr deems it so.
Okay, and oh, Angamaran has redeemed a critical hit for the Spirit Wolf. So that's a hit. Double damage.
Okay.
Well, double damage
double
dice.
The
So,
dice.
yeah.
So it's normally 2d4, so it's just going to be 4d4.
Mhm. Yeah, your Spirit Wolf just utterly eviscerates the King of Swords. Angamaran, I would have rolled a save versus death, except he only had 2 hit points left.
Good thing that Spirit Wolf is now free to move, and Ockar and otters are free to move and engage otters.
Mm-hmm.
They were quite hemmed down there.
Solas,
Mm-hmm.
and this is
Am I
not
going
going to be
to be
reflected in the
backstabbed?
image, but a meditative and contemplative queen appears before you, holding a large coin, and she is attempting to stab you in the back.
With the coin?
Not with a coin, a dagger.
Are they just appearing, or are we just not seeing them?
You're just not seeing them. Where's my d20? There's.
They've been invisible.
Yeah. I don't know if I
Using
should
hiding
get like
shadows.
a listen check or something against that.
Well, you're in combat, so
Yeah, I
She
suppose.
misses.
you really can't do active listening checks.
She misses. Yeah, you can't. Like, everyone has to be quiet to do a listen check. So when there's fighting going on, people are not being quiet. All right, she missed you, Solas.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Unfortunately. Why does no one use... No, just kidding. Monsters can't get critical hits. Alright, the Knight of Cups. He is going to... ride forward on his horse now that the King of Swords has died. And... Also, he is going to shrink down to his normal size. And he is engaging with Ockar.
Shall take on all covers.
And that's a miss. Alright, the King of Cups. He is, let's see. Moves around here, holding his jewel-studded chalice, turns it on its side, utters a word that you can't make out, Braxon, and I need you to make a saving throw versus Rodstaff Wand, as a geyser of water just shoots right out at this and slams into you.
10.
All right.
Beat.
It's like a decant or a chalice of endless water.
That is a success, and that is going to give you a -2 to hit.
Oh, lovely. From being wet.
No, from the force of this geyser of water spraying into you, it's throwing off your sword blows.
Right.
It's
Lafdul.
constant.
Well, it's at least for the rest of the round.
I am invoking my granted power to cast Chaos. I'm just seeing where I want to center it.
Okay.
I don't choose the creatures, do I? It just says creatures, so I assume it's from center mass outwards.
Yeah.
So it's 8 creatures plus 1d4. Well, obviously I won't know what hits, so I guess... Yeah, I guess there.
Okay, right there. So let's see.
And that's ever so slightly out. Yeah. Actually, no, I could do it there. I mean, Braxon, I just hope Braxon doesn't get affected.
Okay. Who gets saving throws?
Creatures of a higher level. If not, then it's fighters, wizards specialized in enchantment, monsters that use no magic and have an intelligence of 4 or less, or creatures with an intelligence of 21 or higher.
Okay. Clerics don't?
No.
Okay.
Clerics either need to have less or more intelligence or be a higher hit die than me, which is 8 for me. Judging by the spells, most of them seem like low hit die.
Let's see. Okay, so... Does it say anything about unintelligent creatures? Because it doesn't seem like that should affect skeletons.
No, it just says whether or not they get a saving throw. They would still be affected by it.
Alright. I don't know, it doesn't feel right.
I mean, I'll copy and paste it.
Yeah, I think the fact that they're unintelligent, I'd have to go back and look at the skeleton description. I don't think they're going to be affected. They're just skeletons anyway.
Yeah.
I think skeletons have an intelligence of 4 or less.
Well, yeah, but they're also unintelligent. They're like they're essentially they're like golems. You know, they're more like constructs than creatures. And constructs shouldn't be affected either. Like golems and stuff like that.
Well, they don't really clarify this in second edition, do they?
Alright, so that's it. Alright.
Yeah, I obviously won't know what's been affected or whatever.
Alrighty, and let me see. I think I have this written down somewhere. Give me a second. Yep, alright. Okay. The King of Wands, he is... let's see. Alright. Yeah, he was casting that. Alright. Okay. Page of Cups is over here. And I got a roll for him. And that is... Alright, so he just stands confused.
Oh, my incense gives me a +1 against their save.
Okay.
They get negative. I don't know if it mattered.
No, it didn't. Leva, your turn.
Could Leva dimension door to up here?
I'm sorry, I didn't see where you... I mean, if it's within range, you can dimension door, as long as it's not...
Here.
No, that's essentially in the wall. You could get, like, down to here or something like that. If it looks like solid rock, then no.
Well, I thought there was a solid rock that you could stand on top, like, for example, here.
It's pretty high and rocky. That you could do. Do you want a dimension door there?
No, not yet. Let me have a quick look. If anything, she'd dimension door here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, that works.
Oof, good.
Okay, so you get out of there successfully.
Thank you.
The Knight of Swords swinging at Solas again. He misses. Braxon, your turn.
Shoot.
Okay. Braxon's he's pulled out Glittertines and he's gonna poke this woman that's lying underneath.
Okay.
So I was getting +3, but I'm losing +2, so it's just +1.
You're just attacking her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Melee.
All right, that's a hit.
You got your sword in the offhand, or?
Well, he just wanted to get Glittertines out.
So did you drop the weapon?
No.
Or did you switch?
He's using it one-handed.
Okay. All right.
No, he's still got the other weapon in the other hand.
Okay.
Yeah, see. That's what I was trying to figure out. Was all.
Oh, right. So should I do a -2 or something?
No,
Okay.
if you put your main hand sword in your offhand, then...
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right.
Right,
Roll for damage.
Yeah, so I'm doing D6 +1. Plus a bit.
Okay, that is going to be...
Probably not enough to kill her.
Nope. Alright. Okay. Hodvir, white shirt, gonna move a little bit and swing his sword at the Knight of Cups.
Braxon. You can add your battle fate damage. You got a 5.
Oh yeah,
which
yeah.
is plus
Sorry.
3 damage.
But he misses.
Right.
Oh.
I missed.
No, Hodvir missed. You
Oh.
did damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying Braxton did 3 more damage than he otherwise did.
Yeah, I know. I took that into account.
Right.
Well, no,
Okay.
I didn't take into account battle fate. Sorry. There
Yeah.
we go.
Sorry, I meant to ask Lafdul how much it was because I don't know what
3.
level.
So second attack.
Yep.
Braxton, there's a handout on the handout page for the battle.
I know, yeah, but it doesn't tell me what level Lafdul is. He's got dual
I'm
class.
level 8. So it's in 3 to 10 category. No, 7 to 10 category.
Right. So
Against
you can edit the handout so that it gives the current benefit.
I won't edit that.
So I imagine I hit.
That is a hit.
Is he large?
Actually, yeah, the horse is large. So you're hitting the horse first. Okay, 17 points of damage. The horse is still alive. Alright, so Braxton does not get a second attack. Anyone else getting a second attack? No. Okay, let me check the NPCs. I believe one is... Yeah. Queen of Swords. Swing... Nope. Queen of Swords is getting back up with her second attack. Instead of her second attack. There we go. Alright. Braxton, it's plus 3 to use glitter tines that way.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Leva, exactly what happens is gonna depend on how exactly you phrase things, so... go ahead and roll for initiative, everyone.
Woohoo!
Wow, something must go wrong. She rolled low.
Clearly that dimension door energized Leva.
I keep.
Oh.
Braxton, you're not supposed to put another plus.
All right. Okay. Shall I do that again, or just modify it?
You just modify
Just
it.
modify it.
I was kind of liking the 0.
You need like that dagger of speed or whatever that Lafdul had to do that.
Yeah.
That was the quickness dagger.
Was that the dagger of speed that got taken by that dragon lady?
No,
it
it
got
was
destroyed when I read some papers from when we were on Green Shield.
And it went boom.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, really?
Anyone,
Speaking of, I'm going to have the opposite happen as I'm drawing... Well, I'm using the sword that gives it aura.
Okay.
So I'm going last.
Alright. So you're drawing that out. That's affecting everyone within the area.
20 foot. I believe it's 20 foot.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead and modify yourself
Goodness.
to be actually at 99.
Sorry. There you go.
I think I'm in the aura. Is it doing it?
If
Yep.
unless you save versus paralyzation, adjusted wisdom 35 degrees.
You don't need to be in the aura, Braxton. You have your
Although-
own. You have your own protection.
Out of curiosity, though,
No, Lafdul is drawing the sword that causes fear.
Oh, okay.
out of curiosity,
Mhm.
would his emotion control? It doesn't explicitly state this, so I'm asking for a ruling on this. Because he's got emotion control courage, which is against fear-like effects, and this is a fear-like effect. Would that apply?
I believe that specifically cancels fear-like effects, so it should give a saving throw bonus against new fear-like effects. I would think. Let me take a look.
Yeah, because this sword gives off an aura which is save against paralyzation, but
Yeah,
it's treated as a fear effect.
Right. I mean, it is a fear effect, But
Yeah,
what I need to see is like emotion control.
Various forms of fear.
Right, but emotion control will absolutely remove fear that's already in place. I don't know that it blocks
Oh,
existing.
No,
Oh,
you
like
get
it blocks
you
new.
get a
So that's why I'm looking. Hold on.
I mean, I feel like I could say what it does, but
Saving throw of +5.
Oh, +5.
Yeah.
Am
yeah,
I in
that's fine,
the
so
range
then.
of effect?
Yeah, you're fine.
Fear. Yeah, I don't know what the fear
You're like
was.
20 something,
That's-
21,
that's
22.
That's above everything I got.
Although
Uh,
up to 30 foot.
am I in the effect, old?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I need to. I'm double checking the area of effect on that weapon.
Saving throw versus paralyzation. What pluses do we get?
Your prayer,
normal
resuscitation.
wisdom bonus or
You do get a wisdom bonus.
okay.
It's almost like Sword hates me for having this weapon now.
Well, if I get the wisdom bonus and the recitation bonus, then it's basically if I roll 1, I fail.
Let's see.
Oh, I lose an AC as well.
30 feet radius.
So Finn is also in the radius.
I'll put up a radius.
It's. I gotta say, it's nice of Lafdul to help the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's more of them than there are of us actually competing in melee, so...
Beowulf needs to make a save as well.
Oh,
Beowulf does get
And
the
I
bonus from
don't
recitation.
think. Let's see. The spirit wolf is undead, so. Or I
Is,
mean, it's a
uh,
spirit, so it doesn't.
save versus what?
Paralyzation.
Paralyzation.
Is Ockar allowed to use rerolls for?
Wait, is that PPDM or PP?
It's the first one, the poison paralyzation, poison,
Yeah.
death magic.
Okay. No.
Okay,
Ooh.
so that is -2 to attack and damage for Beowulf.
Is
God
that
damn it,
while he
Lafdul.
remains in the aura? Yeah, well...
No, it's not a full-on fear
Persistent.
effect. It's just it's like, causes you to shake in your boots, but doesn't actually prevent you from doing stuff. Kind of thing.
But if he leaves the aura, will he be okay?
Yeah, I'm wondering that.
Yes.
Okay.
So just repositioning and he's okay.
Yeah, but keep in mind that if he moves from where he is right now, well, I mean, you'd have to do a fighting retreat.
Can't he move on the other side of Ockar safely?
No,
If
because he'd
Ockar
have to go
moves
around
down
Ockar, which would put him out of attack range.
Ah.
Like he'd be moving out of attack range of the enemy.
Used to say Ockar doesn't move down one, then Beowulf moves
One
down.
of the two of you would be getting an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Well, it's not that bad.
I'll figure it out on my turn.
Yeah, I mean it's only a -2 to hit and -2 to damage.
And with recitation, it's basically just the -2 damage.
And my spirit wolf, I believe, is immune to that.
Yeah.
Not affected by
Sound
charm,
dead.
sleep, hold, or other mind-affecting spells.
Yep. Let's see, Page of Swords.
So did all of us succeed?
Other than Beowulf.
Okay, then it's not that bad.
Yeah, the idea is to make it even harder for them to hit us. Since it's
Well,
only
easier
Braxon
to
and
hit
me
you.
that's going to be meleeing. Well, I suppose
Easier
Finn
to
as
hit
well.
you.
Yeah. But look at how many I'm affecting now, potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures. 11, actually. 1, 2, 3.
I think
Potentially.
skeletons are going to be immune to it.
Yeah, I wasn't counting the Escalants. These are all the page cards.
It's nice that I have a basically only 5% chance to fail in this roll since I had +7 to this roll and 7 is my target number.
And Knight of Cups is... Okay. Alright. Okay. Everyone rolled initiative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait.
Did you roll your
The-
Oh, I
bonus?
did.
Yeah.
Wait, did I? Let me double check.
No, I didn't do
Yes,
my.
Yes, I did.
Your battle fate?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
And my battle fate. Do. Meh.
Two's better than
That's
one,
AC
so
bonus.
That's saving throw bonus, yes.
No,
Oh, yeah,
that
that's defense bonus.
armor class.
2 is AC bonus, so...
So I get bonus to
Three.
my AC, so things can't hit me as much.
Yeah, you have +3 AC basically, so...
Whereas Braxton doesn't get anything.
Alright, Leva, you're up first.
Mm-hmm.
I was robbed.
Lara will cast. Well, first of all, she will use the point from the potion, and she will cast Naha's Reckless Humor with going for Phantasmal Killer.
Okay.
And but hoping for a Wild Surge, because when she gets the Wild Surge, she will want to. That's when she wants to use the potion. Then she wants to roll a 7.
Nahal's Reckless Dwemer, lovely spell.
Yeah. Sorry, it's once a year she'll cast it.
Okay.
I'm not dissing it. It's just like
I mean, the chances that she. Huh?
Alright, so next round is what... starting next round is the phrase you speak
Okay.
comes true.
the comes true one.
Alright.
Yes.
Let's
That's
see,
an
the
interesting one.
Page of Coins is going to try to attack you, Lafdul.
Oh, someone say something mundane, because it's whoever the next person is to speak.
And he misses. Solas.
I'm using my wand again with Forked Lightning, and I'm trying to basically get these two in front of me and these two in the effect.
Alright, give me a spellcraft check.
Does it not hit Lafdul?
Now
That's
you would
all right.
regenerate, so...
Oh, yes! Still don't want to be like... You know what's funny
Yeah,
is
you will regenerate.
Lafdul's got protection from fire, protection from acid, no protection against lightning, though.
I don't know
There you
why that says as... Oh, no, yeah. No, that's a 0 success. Yep. Okay.
He's failed.
This week we've gone for
Sorry.
PvP.
Ugh.
Alright. And...
Lafdul's
Don't
going to be
worry.
from like that smug look on his face when he draws up the
All
sword
right.
to like that agitated and angry.
So go ahead and roll 66 using ones become 2s, 24 damage.
Yay.
So I need a
That's
saving
safe.
throw versus spell from both Lafdul and Braxon. Saving throw
And
versus
Braxon.
wands. Saving throw versus wands, I'm sorry.
Do use the rerolls if you have.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm going to
please.
be... I will use a reroll on mine.
Okay.
What's it? Rod Staff Wand.
Yeah, Rod Staff Wand.
How much was it? 24. That's
Roll the saving throw first.
Well, no,
Yeah.
no. You,
No,
you
once
have
I
to
roll
use the
saving
reroll
throw.
before you roll.
Yeah.
Resuscitation gives me +2, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's only 24. I can take it. I'm going to save the reroll.
Okay.
What? You can still roll your thing. Oh. Wow, I failed.
Well, you get
Oh,
you
no, I
used
had a
the
reroll,
reroll.
didn't I?
You used a
Yeah.
reroll. You said you were using one.
Yeah, alright, I got another one.
Alright.
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah.
Sorry, what was I rolling against?
Rod staff
Rod
wand.
Staff Wand.
Oh, that's 10 exactly. So
There you go.
I
You
just
can't
made-
your magical armor enchantment stuff.
So you only take 12 points damage.
All right. So let's see. The Knight of Wands.
minus 12.
Okay, and Knight of
I take-
Swords.
12.
You leave Lafdul.
You say that.
You have your
Down
healing
to
potion.
18 at the moment.
You have your
Oh.
healing potion.
Yeah, I know. I got loads of healing. It's being able to get it off without being killed by friendly fire first. Yeah, this is going to be Braxon doing like glittertoids in the reverse direction, going this
Yeah.
way.
going at Solas.
Oh,
If you-
you know, like
Oh, you
Lafdul's
want
just
to
gonna
start lightning war?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is Lafdul in the middle?
Well, like, it has to go through Lafdul to get to Solas. That's how it works.
You're the conduit.
Yeah.
Dear. You know, Lafdul has been a victim of a lightning bolt spell, so you could have spell abuse if you had that scroll.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you could.
These are the choices you make.
I think I gave you that scroll that's got the spell on it. Well, temporarily
Okay.
for this fight.
So you did hit the Knight of Swords, and his horse is dead. The Knight of Wands, his horse took the brunt of it. Page of Swords took a hit from it, and the Queen of Swords took a hit from it as well.
Did this guy take a hit?
No.
No.
You're telling me Braxon was shielding him?
No, because it wasn't going to hit him
only
anyway.
10 feet, yeah, it was only 10 feet wider arc
Yeah.
or radius.
Okay.
Yeah, Lafdul definitely curses at Solas.
All right, the Knight of
You hear-
Wands
you hear,
is
"Sorry."
attacking
Robots.
Solas. And that is going to be a miss.
Oh, thank God.
That's a miss. The Knight of Coins is attacking Braxon. That's a miss.
Lovely. That's good.
The Queen of Wands down here. I need to roll. She stands confused. Ockar, your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna Babel go for a first bite on this thing, and I'm gonna swing.
Okay.
See if the horse is weak enough that the bite will take it out.
So that's for Beowulf?
Yeah.
All right,
I
yeah.
know.
That takes out the horse.
Okay.
And he lithely leaps to the ground when the horse falls over dead.
Then I'll have him step back.
All right, that is getting an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
But he misses.
Okay. Now I'm going to go for my attack.
All right.
That goes 11.
Let's see. Might hit. Let's see. Nope, that's a miss.
Okay.
Just barely.
Okay, Queen of Swords is attacking Braxon. She does have an additional -2. But she gets a critical hit, so go ahead and give me a saving throw versus death, please.
Wasn't she getting up?
She got up last time.
There's Fumble redeemed.
Fumble was already redeemed earlier this one.
Yeah, but you refunded it.
No, but there was another one that was fun done
That's
earlier.
alright, I rolled an 18. It's cool.
So I'm going to reject that. Come on, it needs to be some threat to the players here. Alright, so, I mean, she's got a -2 to damage anyway.
Lafdul is under constant threat of lightning bolt.
Constant threat of lightning bolt. That feels like a warning there, Lafdul.
Yeah. I mean, everyone wants to lightning bolt Lafdul for some reason.
Just so shocking.
Well, yeah.
You're really electrifying.
The wrong kind of electrifying, apparently.
No, that's if someone does a cone of cold on him. Then he'd have.
Oh yeah, I've got no
You'd have chills.
protection against cold.
He'd say, "I've got chills."
So you're saying that the next round I should cast Cone of Cold. Okay.
19
Please
points of
don't.
damage.
Don't have that much hit points.
Oh, is
19
that
on
that
Braxon,
Braxon?
yeah. 19 points of damage.
okay? So I wasn't caring about the damage, but
Now you do.
okay, yeah, I guess.
A little bit.
I'd like to do my thing and then die, rather than die on the way there.
The Page of Swords misses you, Lafdul.
Yay.
The King of Coins, he is uttering an incomprehensible word and pointing a wand at Finn. And 2 magical bolts streak out of the wand.
Is it this guy?
I
I don't know who's who when you say a certain figure, because they're all...
King of Coins is this guy back here.
He's carrying a large coin.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that's what that was.
One of these
Yeah.
hits you, one of them misses you, Finn. 4 points of damage.
Just like the Queen of Coin is carrying a coin.
You know, could have just run away from this lot. Got the ship to fire catapults.
Oh, it's adorable that you think that would have worked.
Just imagine all the more friendly fire we'd have.
Alright, I had forgotten about the skeletons before, so these 2 are attacking the Spirit Wolf. Did you get that damage, Finn?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
Alright, so 2 skeletons attacking the Spirit Wolf. What's the armor class?
4.
Alright, that's 2 misses. 1 attacking Braxon, 1 attacking Lafdul.
I can
They
only
both miss.
defend against 2 targets, so I assume my shield bonus won't affect from the third one.
Yeah, well, it's a skeleton. It has a very low chance of hitting anyway. Alright, Finn, your
I know,
turn.
but, I don't know.
Okay,
I mean-
Mr. King of Coins is going to be introduced to my scimitar.
Ooh.
I hope they make
Let's see.
good friends.
It's nice to meet
2
you.
plus 3 plus 2, so plus 5 overall.
And King of Coins. What's your Thaco?
16.
Yeah, that's a miss.
I think it's a crit.
Okay, I'll take that.
Oh.
Alright,
Okay.
so let me roll a saving throw for him, and you can roll double damage dice. Ooh. He failed. Let's see what that's going to be. So... Where is slashing? There is slashing.
That's good.
That's 16 damage
Yeah, that's really good. It's a well-spent crit.
to a leg. Okay. So 16 damage there. And he's got a nasty leg wound that he's going to be bleeding from. All right.
Okay. And my spirit wolf.
Okay.
He's going to change targets because he sees nice, tasty bones.
Ooh.
Doggo one.
That is a hit. That is one skeleton taken care of. Alright, the Knight of Cups is going to try and swing his mace at Ockar. And he misses.
Does the mace look like a giant cup?
Yeah, we'll go with that. And the King of Cups.
I think it's less of a normal mace than one of those maces that you fill with holy water. That I forget the name of.
Alright, he
That's
stands
sprinkler
confused.
Awesome.
Braxon, your turn.
Okay, I may be getting 3 attacks of opportunity. So I want Braxon to run out this way
Yeah.
and then come down this way.
Alright, so you're taking 3 attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
First, the skeleton. Skeleton misses.
That's lucky.
So Lafdul
Hope you
sees
don't.
this, he's like, oh no.
And Lafdul is ganked.
The Queen of Swords slips and falls. She
does that mean she get,
overswung, and the Knight of Coins misses.
There's no mechanic for in second edition when you're prone against like AoE or
There's
no like in cover or something, is there?
Yes, there is. You can take half damage or no damage if you're down under cover behind like a small wall and a fireball is detonated. But you have to be declaring that kind of thing. Alright, King of Wands is... He is confused. Let's see what he does.
I'll see whether he can hit Braxon.
He uses Cone of Cold on the Queen of Cups. Fails her saving throw.
That's lucky.
That looks like he's holding a giant pencil. That image.
Alright, 22 points of damage. There we go. Let's see. The Page of Cups, what does he do? He stands confused.
So did the last one get damaged?
Not to you.
Oh.
No need to worry about that. The Knight of Swords is going to be attacking Solas again.
The Horse Knight of Swords.
He misses.
Have you
As
gone
he
on?
should.
Because I didn't just want to move. I wanted to do stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You wanted to reposition for Glittertides. I was like, where's the damage for it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I missed that you were. I completely missed that you were saying that you were doing that. All right, yeah,
That's
go
why
ahead.
Yeah, no,
Lafdul
I-
was like, oh no, I see where this is going.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to do damage on me.
No, they missed you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I was coughing a bit. So, hang on. What I want to do is point Glittertines in this direction,
Okay.
and I don't think I can get that guy at the same time. And shout Nemitrikor
All right.
and try and take 3 of them out.
Okay.
And if Glittertines goes pop, that's fine. It'll get rid of 3
We
of them.
won't know until he's again. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Yeah. It's been a while. Was it 66?
No, it's
Oh,
12d6.
that's 8. Oh,
12d6. Oh, lovely.
This is why we couldn't charge it. We needed like cool lightning or something to charge it.
No,
lightning.
no. You have
Chain
to.
lightning.
No, it
Oh,
it was
lovely.
because it doesn't exactly do the spell effect.
Yeah.
What was that
You
rechargeable
have
or not?
to. You
I
would
was,
if
No,
if
this
you
is
can
not
recharge.
rechargeable.
All right.
I was trying to do it before, and one of them got out of line. And I was like, damn, stay still, please.
Well, he didn't move, so that's okay. Alright, that is going to be a failure, so he's dead. And
And I can't get that one, can I?
not the Queen of Wands, no. The King of Wands. That is a failure. He is dead. And the Queen of Cups. She's dead. He used the Wand of Frost at the exact same time because I goofed up. I'm rolling with that, even though it shouldn't have happened. But I'm rolling with it because I goofed up. That was my goof. All right, so
Yeah,
they're
sorry,
dead.
If I'd have realised, I'd have said something earlier.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The fiend leaps into the air and flies over here. Perches on this giant amethyst and swings his jawbone club at
Keep
you,
still.
Leva.
Ever, you've got a friend.
Yeah,
The persistent kind.
So you've got all right. 1 to 4, please.
1.
He misses you,
Good.
but he
Is
missed
that one
you.
one image?
He missed you, not an image.
Oh, you actually failed against your armor class.
That he misses you. See?
So we
He's
have
come
two
Oh,
images left. 2 images left.
Hodvir, no, you did not lose an image.
No,
Oh,
he actually missed you.
Yeah, he was hitting
Yeah.
you, but he missed your armor class.
oh.
Yeah, it's not an automatic hit to hit a mage. It's just very likely usually.
Hodvir shouts out, that fiend is matching the one who destroyed the deck. No one else should attack it. And he hits the knight here
No one else should attack it.
for 10
I guess that means good luck, Leva.
Ooh. Got no disintegrate memorized.
All right. So before Lafdul, second attacks. Ockar, you get a second attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Against this one guy. Oh yeah.
Good job.
That's pretty good.
Well done.
Pretty good. Let me roll his saving throw versus death,
Look,
which he did not
Look.
make. All right.
I get these every day.
Double damage dice. All right, 17 points of damage. And let me see. That is on an arm. No unusual effect, though. But double damage dice is always nice. It is always nice. All right, Lafdul.
Facing wise, if I start facing this way, then this guy will get a rear attack on me. Well, it doesn't matter. Someone's going to get a rear attack on me. I'm hitting this one because he's prone.
Okay. Get a bonus to hit. You're just using one weapon, right?
Yeah, my sword. I don't get an extra attack until the end of the next round. I'm trying to think what my bonuses are. Well, I'll just roll.
What's your Thaco?
I believe I've adjusted it for 13, but I have not taken into consideration the other buffs yet.
That's it.
Oh.
You get like a
Prayer
+4 to hit
counts.
prone creatures anyway, so.
Yeah. Resuscitation doesn't give damage, does it?
No, just attack bonus.
Prayer, which got cancelled out, so I just have a standard +2, I believe. Yeah. Oh, did that not? No, it didn't. +5 damage.
Alright.
I shifted the 2 to parentheses. Not parentheses, what do
Okay.
you call them?
Next round, initiative.
So what does Leva roll?
+3.
+3.
Yep.
Okay. Just for that one sentence.
Yeah, it's just that's just the initiative modifier. The initiative modifier doesn't it's not a time thing. It's
Okay.
just for putting when things happen in. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. But
I'm not rolling my initiative, but I am attacking, so.
Okay.
I mean, you can't roll your initiative since you
Yeah, I know.
are-
So in case people wonder why I'm not rolling initiative, that's all the viewers.
Okay.
Do remember to roll Battle Fate for those who
Yeah.
have it.
Alright.
Sorry, it's a really good spell.
Oh yeah!
It is.
It's like gambling for Ockar. It's like, yeah.
What?
Roll in.
I get extra attack.
Yeah, I know it's really good when that happens.
In this case, it's a good kind of gambling.
Okay. Anyone still need to roll?
Braxon rolled his battle fate. All rolled as
Not yet. I've just rolled
not rolled either.
I've rolled my
Have you?
rolled
What'd you
my
roll?
weapon.
Oh, I don't see it.
No, it's
Oh,
always it's to the
GM.
GM.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Anyone? So no one else needs to roll initiative. Okay. All right. That is going to be this guy gets back to his feet here. Lafdul.
Yay.
Yeah, I knew you'd enjoy that. Ockar,
Yeah?
your turn.
Yeah. So, that bonus only applies to my extra attack, right?
Attack or to hit.
Yeah, when I get my extra?
Yeah, you get to choose which one, but you have to
Right.
declare it before you roll.
Yes, that's not going to be until the end of the turn. So right now I'm just using my normal attack. Let me double check my bonuses.
Actually, is it only to that attack?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you're
Oh,
getting a bonus
Yeah,
attack, which
yeah.
is already pretty good.
I thought that was going to be a 20, and then it just tipped over at the last minute.
What is your Thaco?
11.
That is a miss.
Oh, you do.
And Bamel's going to move over here and chomp.
Okay. And that's a miss as well. Alright, the Knight of Wands is going to attack Solas again.
This time he gets a easier time to hit since I'm not using wand this round.
Were you trying to cast?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's still 1.
Yeah.
Do you have any dexterity bonus?
Yeah, but I don't get it when I'm casting.
Yeah, I was just wondering what you lost, that's all.
He hits you.
Dang it.
Oh, wait. No, he doesn't. Because of the fear effect. Wait, no. He made his saving throw. He made a saving throw against that. I'm sorry. No, that is a hit. That is a hit.
You just want to prevent me from using a new spell.
7 points of
New
damage.
spell?
Yeah. Spell that I haven't yet used.
Or monster summoning free or something? No, you have used that.
No, it's not summoning spell. I don't have summoning spells for this combat.
Yay, Lafdul's attacked on all sides now.
Lafdul has a new friend.
So which ones am I... If I attacked this one, so I'm facing upwards now, these two I'm defending against, these two get rear.
It's up to you. Who do you want?
Yeah,
who do you
so I
want?
attacked this one last one. I'm probably going to keep on attacking this one. So these
Okay.
two I'll defend with my shield.
Okay.
Those two without.
Alright, that's going to be a hit.
Oh, well, that one hit me.
Mm-hmm.
What did he roll? I got like -6 to armor class.
-6. Well, he doesn't have his the fear effect.
Oh, I got protection from evil on me. And I'm
That,
using my
that's
shield.
true. That is true.
Did
But he
that
does have
protection
prayer
from
on
evil,
him. He does have
did that
prayer on him,
protection
too.
from evil prevent the hit on me?
No, it did not.
So it would have not helped. Damn.
I was taking that
So-
into account already.
Does this guy still hit me?
I'm checking.
Is it a sword? Is it a club?
Yeah, he does still hit you. He's got a scimitar.
Oh.
2
I'll see.
points of damage.
That's still 2 more that I would
Mhm.
like to keep.
Mhm.
Sorry, in like a few rounds I might regenerate 1.
Okay, the Queen of Wands points a wand at you, Braxon, and a little burst of fire goes by you and then detonates behind you. Saving throw versus Rod Staff Wand, please.
Right. Rod Staff Wand is. Oh.
That's a success.
Higher is better.
Yeah, ice better.
Oh. Yeah, I thought it was 4 and then it just rolled at the last minute. Yeah, I could get over 10. And I've got bonuses. So that's okay. So is she the one down here?
This one down here.
Yeah.
And that is going to be 11 points of damage.
Oh, so I still take damage.
Yeah, usually if you save, it's only to half the damage.
Okay.
Finn, your turn.
Oh,
Maybe I need
okay.
to start killing people.
Going after the same one.
Yeah, how's everyone doing? Because we are over time.
I'm
fine
great.
with carrying.
Yeah, it's okay.
I want to finish this fight.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to keep going as well.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I just feel that Old is preventing me from using fancy spells.
Oh.
He's preventing all of us.
Oh.
I like preventing fancy spells from you. That is a critical miss there for Finn. I'm saying very slowly. Hey, there we go! Critical hit.
I didn't even finish writing his name. I was that desperate.
It's a critical hit there, Finn.
I've turned him into a fish. Sorry.
Old basically fished hams away from
Yep.
with that.
One day you guys will be out of hams. Everyone will be out of hams.
I
You
don't
won't
think
be able
I've
to do
actually
anything.
used that in mine. On anyone.
One day, maybe.
I will roll for this guy.
Well, a while ago, when you said we could only use two per game, I was like, well, I can't spend them at all.
Can't remember how old's doing it. Every half an hour.
It's
or something
one
like that, I
per
don't know.
like it's one per person, but I removed the old restriction of one per entire stream.
Yeah. I've still
Okay.
got 171,000.
So 11, and I did
Oh,
already
so
take damage off
whoever-
for him bleeding.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
and
Wolf.
Yep.
Well, he sees more tasty bones.
Yeah, it's a hit. Take care of that skeleton there. Let's see. Okay, and Queen of Swords gets back on her feet. The Page of Swords attacks Lafdul from the rear.
I think my normal armor class is -1 rear. Was it rear or side? Was it rear? It's -4.
That's a miss.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Your bonuses are coming into play.
Oh, yeah, I've also got a fear.
This guy is none too pleased with you, Finn, so he's pointing his wand at you again. And what's your armor class?
Currently a 3 because I didn't make the premonition roll.
Okay.
And chose to act anyway.
You duck, and those 2 missiles go right over your head.
Nice.
And let's see. The Queen of Cups is dead, but the skeletons are still able to move, so this one is moving over to attack Braxon.
Got that.
It misses. And the one attacking Lafdul misses. Solas, your turn.
Solas sniffs for his Mr. Mordekainen's electric arc.
Aww.
It would have been perfect for this
Is that
opportunity.
5th or 4th level?
4th.
Yeah.
Well, the Queen of Coins behind you isn't feeling any sympathy whatsoever. And she is trying to stab you again. And that is going to be a hit.
Solas is already pretty despondent.
Yeah, and that's going to be a little bit more despondent because I need you to make a saving throw versus poison.
Uh-huh.
As you take 5 points of
Oh.
damage.
Saving throw versus poison, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I do get the saving throw from bonus from recitation.
Yep.
And do I get saving throw from the protection from evil?
Yes.
So it's
Wait,
plus
that
4.
works? Hmm.
I'm pretty sure protection from evil is just a blanket saving throw bonus.
Fair enough. I didn't
Okay.
know.
That wound irritates a little bit, but that's about it.
So it's
Do you know
5
if an
damage.
attack's been poisoned? If you've been poisoned, even though you resisted it?
That's
I would think so if you feel like it's irritating more than normal wounds.
All right, the Knight of Cups
Burn.
is going to strike at Ockar again. That is a hit.
Yeah, it's blanket saving throw against any roll made against any attack made by such creatures that you are protected against.
And 2 points of damage there, Ockar.
2?
Yep.
Okay.
I know,
Too
2
many.
whole whopping points of damage, huh?
Ockar has taken so much damage this fight.
Yeah, I know. Look at Paul
Yeah.
Lafdul and Lever has been smacked around Braxon, actually.
It's good that our tank has been really tanking it up against enemies.
I was getting quite cocky about it, and then I went.
So, Braxon, the King of Cups in front of you, points his cup at you, utters an incomprehensible command word, and a geyser of water sprays out at you again. So I
Lovely.
need you to make a saving throw versus Rod, Staff, Wand.
Yeah, which might knock me over. 10. Rod Staff
You,
Wand.
you do get the bonus from recitation, and if you have
Yeah.
any rings of protection.
Yeah, well, I'm 10, so I'm over it.
Okay. So you are taking a -2 to hit,
Okay, fair enough.
but it is your turn.
Yeah. Okay, so I should just chop him in half. So, Braxon's dropping glitter tines, and he's pressing button 2.
Okay.
And he's going to try and clobber this guy in the head.
I mean, you can basically just swap hands back, or I mean, like if you're not attacking with like you don't suffer a penalty for offhand attack if you're not doing anything with your main hand.
Oh, okay. Fair enough then.
You don't?
Mm.
Did if in not your main hand.
It's second edition. It's not third edition with all this left-handed,
Yeah,
right-handed stuff.
It's really only if you're. I mean, if you got a shield in your offhand, then that counts. I mean, if you had a shield in your main hand and you're attacking with your offhand, then yeah, that counts.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
that's
so
a
I
hit.
get. I was going to say I'll get a +4. Right, so I get 1d8 +5 plus some other stuff. I also had some. I think I had a plus. Oh, I had a +3, but I'm losing 2 of those, so it'd be +6. Unless I've lost any of the other things. None of them's run out yet, have they?
I don't think so.
Right. And then I'm supposed to round that up a bit, but Finn sent me the formula. I haven't done it.
All right, that is 21 points of damage.
Woo!
You chop into him with your axe. Leva, your turn.
How much is Leva? How much can Leva actually pack in that statement?
It's a phrase, so it's not a complete
It's a
sentence.
It's a phrase. So Leva gets up and looks around and says, "Look, all of our enemies are falling over. Keep falling over."
Okay.
Hmm?
Since it was the next phrase, everyone looks at you.
What do you mean? Since it was
Look,
the next?
everyone, comma.
Oh, what?
Everyone's looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, oh well. Look away. Nothing to see here.
No one falls over,
And it-
unfortunately.
Does that mean all the rest of the rounds will stop? Or
No,
Yeah,
it's
but,
just.
they now have to look at me for one turn
Well,
I mean, I'm already looking in that direction anyway. So
because
Sort of.
the
no,
the-
it's what it is
becomes true, lasting for one turn.
yeah, I think that means that for the next turn, the next phrase you speak. So
I always thought
the
it
next
was
phrase
next
you speak
person
within a
speaks.
turn becomes true.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
So for the next 10 minutes after this thing happens, the first
Yes.
phrase you speak becomes true.
Oh, okay. So every round.
No, it was just the next phrase. It just means if you don't say anything for 9 minutes, then on the 10th minute, if you say something, that becomes true.
And since the first phrase you said was "look, everyone,"
Yeah, just a moment. Next phrase. So the next phrase.
It's a one phrase,
To
one phrase,
me-
one single phrase.
Yes, but if you say lasting for one turn, and she then opens her mouth and says something else, then it's not the next phrase anymore. It's the phrase after the next phrase.
Correct. So you
So
get
when-
one
when-
single phrase comes true, and it's the very next one within 10 minutes after getting this wild surge.
Okay, but you did say if she in 10 minutes she would say something else, then that would become true.
No, because you just said a phrase.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Yeah,
next
it's
phrase
just
in the
one
magic's
single
gone.
phrase. Anytime within that 10 minutes, it's just the next one after the wild surge. It just means that if you don't say anything for 11 minutes, nothing happens.
Mhm.
Does she
What?
know though?
That's like saying I'm healthy, and she'd be temporarily fully healed or something.
I mean, the thing is like you're not supposed to see these results. I would know it.
Yeah.
I would just keep it in mind, and then and I'd be paying attention. If you said, you know, if you're in the middle of a fight, you got this wild surge, and I'm like, yep, nothing happened with the spell. And then 2 rounds later, you shout out, "Hey, Braxon, stab that guy." You know. I guess, well... Alright,
that
no,
mean
what
he
I
gets,
will
like, a
do,
lucky
I will
opening?
let that whole thing...
Seems like a waste. Wow.
Because, like, "Hey, Braxon" wouldn't really do anything. But the you know...
Meaningful.
Alright.
Is Braxon
No,
supposed
so
to be
I'm going to take
silent?
the whole statement that you made. Because I started thinking about it, and how would that work in a situation.
Oh.
So,
Everyone fall down?
now, they do still get saving throws.
Okay, that's I wasn't certain about that.
Yeah, they are going to get saving throws against it to see if they fall down.
Okay.
Okay.
Spell paralyzation.
Let me see.
Because it's a spell compulsion, but
I have no idea. I was actually thinking about that.
Yeah, I think it would be a paralyzation. I think it'd be paralyzation. All right. Let's see. That is...
I was thinking
Cups.
about saying that they should die, but that wouldn't work because of the phrasing of the.
it's quite literal.
Mhm. Yeah, but
They
if
could
it lies,
die,
if
then
some,
come back.
Tell him to
You
jump
think?
off the cliff.
they all jump
Flee
off the
my
cliff.
sight. Oh.
No, that's why she went for falling down.
I mean, the big
Because
thing
that
is, like,
can-
as the player, you're not supposed to know... Like, that's one
Yes.
reason why you're not supposed to know what the results are. Because I, as Dungeon
Yeah.
Master, would be paying attention to the next turn of combat, of whatever's going on, and the next thing that you say, I just tell you, the spell doesn't work, and then the next thing that you say in character comes true.
Yes, but then we'd have to redefine how the potion works. That's
Well,
why I
right,
listened very
but no,
carefully.
right. What I mean, like, you as a character, I mean, I'm not going to nickel and dime it, but you as a character, like, the luck potion is just supposed to make you lucky, and it means that your character can choose a result. There was some serious metagaming here, but I'm just going to roll with it. It's definitely not intended for that kind of use. But again,
Yeah,
I'm going to roll with it because, like, it's supposed to be you get lucky and you hit the guy that you weren't expecting to hit, kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that it's supposed to be. Or you get lucky and you take less damage from the fireball than you should have by you choosing the outcome. And maybe next time I'll say you can't use it on a wild surge.
Really, she should be wishing that her favorite mule from Radol came back.
No.
Because you can't plan for that kind of thing. Like, the character shouldn't be able to plan for getting this specific thing. So I think in the future, if you get another one of these, you can't use it on an actual Wild Surge result.
Okay.
You can use it on the level variation to get, like, maximum level variation, like on a Dispel Magic or something like that.
Okay.
Well, this was a learning experience for all.
Yeah.
For all of us, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't thought about that. If I had realized what you were going to do earlier, maybe earlier when you took the potion, maybe I would have.
I didn't know at the time what
yeah.
it was.
Does that big demon fall from the crystal?
Yeah, but he didn't get hurt. He's just
He's
down
got
on the ground.
legs, he would have just... It's like kind of
only-
wonder. You could have chosen results. Couldn't you?
Yes, you could have. Okay.
So second attacks or what?
Not yet. No, that was just a lengthy figuring out how this worked. Let's see. The King of Wands. It's his turn. He is dead, so I can remove him. Page of Cups. He did not fall down, so he is attacking Ockar. He misses. The Knight of Swords did not fall down. He is attacking Solas. That is going to be a hit.
Of course.
And
Not
stabbing you with his sword for 6 points of damage.
Just imagining
Plus
the
really
story
starting
this
to hurt.
white shirt's going to tell Tyr about. This wizard, she cast a spell, he'll fall down.
Alright, the Fiend
Never
is
seen
getting
magic
back
like
to
that.
its feet, using its turn for that. Hodvir Whiteshirt making his attack. And that is a hit. For 11 points of damage. Lafdul, you will go at the end of the round after additional attacks. So, Braxon,
have 2
you do
attacks
not
as
get a
well.
second attack yet, right?
No, not this round. No, next round.
Ockar, you get a second attack.
Yes, I do. So, gonna swing at this guy.
You've also got your battle fate. Oh god. Oh, Tyr, rather.
Okay. I think I can
feel
tell you what's
Tyr
going to
is
happen to
with
this.
Tyr is guiding
I
Ockar
do
today.
my second attack to the big demon guy.
You swing your
Lucky
sword at the
the
Knight of
lucky opening.
Cups. Your blade just slices right into him, and he collapses on the ground dead.
Or wait, no, we were told not to fight the big guy.
So your third attack.
You're changing your target.
I have
Solas.
to-
Yeah, you can move. You can move and attack someone else.
You should go my aura.
Were we told specifically that only Leva should attack this thing?
Hmm.
The white
Your-
shirt said something.
Your
like
friend said something along the line.
Then I'm going to try to attack this thing.
Okay.
that. Is he in my aura?
And yeah. But
Yeah.
I
So
also
saving throw versus paralyzation, please.
You got my courage +5 as well.
Yeah.
You got really good odds of being.
Yeah,
enemy,
it's
so-
pretty unlikely, but
So anything other than a 1.
plus 11.
all the bonuses I have.
So I've beaten demons, I've killed devils and fought dragons, but I'm still terrified of little Lafdul.
No, I'm not.
This,
I'm not.
this fight is going really weirdly since Solas is currently tanking 3 enemies,
I
Yep.
get what, a +2, +3 bonus to this attack?
and Ockar has at most fight against 1 enemy.
You get a choice of +3 to hit or damage, I believe. With
Yeah,
that
you
save?
have to choose which one
Yeah.
before he rolls.
Do you want an increased
Okay.
chance of hit or damage?
I'm gonna go for damage.
Okay.
I feel
But-
like for some reason,
But I'm also gonna use my reroll here.
All right.
my and Okkar's roles has switched around in this combat.
I'm gonna be taking that 8 +7.
Alrighty. That's a hit.
Have I got 2 rerolls or 1?
You have 2.
Cool.
So, dear lord. There's gonna be a 1d8 +12. Oh god.
So what happens when you got priests
think
that can
so.
buff the warriors?
And you chop him down. The King of Coins is dead.
Yay! Well
I
done.
hope he turns in the coins when he dies.
All right, Lafdul, your attack now.
Yay, I get to participate and not be victim of everyone else's attacks. Alright, he's going to try to hit this thing. 1d20. 13 is my attack. I'm
Still the
pretty
Page of
sure
Coins?
it's- Yeah, the same
Okay.
guy.
All right, that is going to be a hit.
Yay, 1 damage.
No,
No,
three.
three
Extra
damage.
attack now. Oh yeah, 3.
3 damage. You know.
Roll my other attack since I'm the last.
You're attacking with your offhand too?
No, because I'm using a shield. I get expertise. to
Oh,
attacks.
right. Yes, yes. That's a hit. Come on, another one. All right, 8 damage. There we go.
Lafdul's slowly chipping away at this.
Minimum and maximum. All right, that guy's prone too. All right, so that's that also helped.
Yeah.
Okay, and all right, next round initiative. And let's see.
I am continuing my assaults while everyone's prone.
All right.
Actually, no. If everyone's prone, I can cast a spell
Um,
and get away with it. 'Cause-
quite possibly.
Yeah, I'm going to start chanting a spell.
Okay.
4 of them are prone, so
Is
Time
this
for
quite
cure serious wound.
yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hope I can get it off. And they'll get maximum if it works.
What's this card down here?
Hold on a second.
Queen of Wands, I think.
This one down here? Yeah, Queen of Wands down down there. That's the Queen of Wands.
So the void card isn't there.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
The black void is no longer there, I think.
The thing.
That's
Oh,
my
the
fireball.
the mist that blocked the fireball. Yeah, that's gone.
Okay.
All right. Anyone still need to roll initiative?
All right.
And do battle fates if you haven't.
Oh, yes. Just when I was being all smug.
Tell you what, I should be getting the battle fate for reminding you all the time. It's like a
You need
sympathy
to cast
fate.
it to yourself.
Wow, it's been so beneficial for Ockar.
Hey, Tyr's on his side.
The glory of terror!
He's not even been damaged.
Not
He's
on his
only
real
got
hit
his
points, no.
temporary.
Yeah.
Like I said, this combat, me and Ockar has have changed their roles. I have been the tank, and Ockar has been in the corner fighting at most one opponent.
What's Lafdul's role then? The conduit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the conduit
Lightning
between me
rod.
and Braxon.
I'm gonna be coming to assist you soon, since I've been told not to attack the big demon.
Braxon's been a spellcaster.
So the Page of Coins stands back up. Leva, your turn.
So do I understand this right? That only Levo should attack this big thing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's reserved specially for you.
Mm,
And remember,
yes, she appreciates that. But at the moment, as usual, she's very fast when she runs away. She casts teleport to go over here.
All right.
remember
Well,
before
actually, no. So just a second. She casts teleport to come
back to the ship.
The spell does work.
here.
The spell does work.
So
This is where Lever teleports back to the ship and goes,
It's been
bye-bye.
able to attack you each time it moves, so try to push the boundaries of...
no. She wants to be outside of Lafdul's influence.
I mean, it does nothing
I
to
was
you.
going to mention that.
In fact, in that case, she wants to come here. Braxon, come and defend me, please.
Okay, now to see if you are above or below.
Oh, that would be awkward.
Just
I assume something that you can see is actually the highest possible.
No, it's not the
I
highest
mean-
possible.
It's not?
It's definitely not the highest possible.
Oh.
That does not mean that you're very familiar with it.
She could.
It
She
does
could
not
land
mean
on
that you're
top
very
of Braxon.
familiar with it.
She could be safely inside the ground.
Yeah,
mean-
yeah.
That wouldn't be a problem if she was a statue.
Solas, yeah, didn't you once before sort of have her sink into the ground?
That was your
No,
scroll.
Solas hasn't sink
No, that
into
was
the
her
ground.
own spell. Backfiring. Yes, she remembers.
Yeah, it's seen casually.
Oh.
It works. You're there.
Oof, thank you.
Well, it's only a 3% chance of... Oh,
No, casually has more.
It's 1 to 8 and 97 to 100.
Hodvir Whiteshirt started moving over this way, seeing Leva teleport. Quickly looks around to see where she is, and then launches onto his wings and flies over to you. Alights next to you and touches your shoulder, and you are healed.
Wow.
Fully at this point. That's more than your hit points.
Down.
So she's fully healed.
That's nice of him.
Thank you.
Go with Tyr's courage. All right, Solas.
Which
Not
one was
religious.
the one that disrupted my Mordegon's electric arc?
I think it was this guy. You remember that? You remember
magic
that
missile on his face.
staff? Okay, magic missile. Okay. There are 3 of him.
Yeah, I'll split it in 2, 2, and 1.
Okay, so then this is going to be a choice to see which one takes the 1 and whether you get a 2. So pick a number from 1 to 3, and this is going to be the one that takes only 1.
3.
Gets 2. Roll again,
already had
just
that.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, I already had that clicked when you said that.
Yeah. Okay. 5 points of damage. But he will also have lost his images. Those images are destroyed. Alright, well, you know, he's not too happy with having been magic missiled and having lost his images. So he's going to try to smack you again.
Question:
Yes?
did this guy fall off his horse?
The horse is dead.
Yeah, his horse is dead.
Okay.
His horse is not. So I need a saving throw versus death, please, Solas.
Again?
Mm-hmm.
You get crit in the face again.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're enjoying this save versus death, Lark.
Zakad redeemed a critical fumble.
On Solas?
Yep.
No.
No, not on me. On
Not
the
on
hit.
Solas.
It says Solas.
You saved
Yeah,
Solas.
but,
That would have been a failure anyway, because that's a 1.
yeah.
So he is prone, and I'm just going to ignore his horse at this point, because he has fallen off his horse. There we go. Okay. A Knight of Coins stands up. Queen of Wands is here, and she is able to act. So, where is... She is going to magic missile Braxon.
Uh-oh.
13 points of damage.
Oh no.
Finn, your turn.
Alright.
I'm gonna have to
Looking at my options.
Ockar has taken care of that guy, so he's dead.
Yep. So I think I'll go on this one.
Okay.
Ockar came in and hit the final hit.
The beautiful, beautiful Queen of Coins. Just gonna straight up murder her while she's on the ground. So terrible.
Oh, that's right. I get a hit bonus for her being prone, don't I? What is that, 2?
Yep. Actually, I think it's 4, but.
I'm still gonna miss.
You might. No, let me see.
Actually, that would have been +9 instead of +7 then, if it's a +4.
That's a hit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. 10 points of damage. Okay.
And Spirit Wolf is going to go give this guy over here a nip.
Aw, while he's down. It's so nice.
Oh yeah, he thinks he's playing.
I'll love throat tearing out. That's going to be a hit. Alright, 4 points of damage.
I don't remember Lafdul giving us temporary healing potion.
We all have one.
You all have one, yeah.
Yeah, I've always been taking it.
So,
Okay.
Ockar, the Fiend of the Tarot is launching into the air. You can make an attack of opportunity against him if you want.
I'm just gonna listen to the
Okay.
angel guy and resist that temptation.
All right. Flies over to you, Leva. And swinging that that club at you again.
He's got so much movement. You might as well teleport it to the other end of the cavern.
Good news, he missed.
Good.
Lafdul, your turn.
Oh yeah, I'm casting Cure Serious on myself for maximum,
Okay. Yep, there you go. You get the max.
which is 2d8 plus 1, or is it plus 2?
+1. So 17 hit
17.
points.
Yeah. I'm less dead.
I
You're
can
really-
lightning bolt you again.
No.
Your friend is only mostly dead.
All right,
Come
Page
on,
of
Lafdul.
Swords
It
gets
didn't
up.
hurt that much.
The King of Coins is dead. The Queen of Cups is dead, but the skeletons are getting on their feet.
Didn't hurt you that much, Lafdul.
Braxon, your turn.
Braxon's gonna clobber this guy again.
All right. You don't like being wet?
No.
I'm surprised.
Look, Braxon is fully capable of wetting himself if he wants to be wet.
Or taking his clothes off voluntarily.
Hang on.
You know, he doesn't have to be magic to wear his clothing.
I've forgotten my pluses and minuses. I had a +4.
What are
but
you
is
using?
-2 still going? The battle X.
Okay, so +8
It's like
right now.
4. Oh.
+8.
Mhm.
Okay.
Plus a silly number.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually to your damage. I'm sorry. I forgot the attack. That's still a hit. That's fine.
Okay. I'll take it.
I think it's you have a
Right.
+7 to a hit right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage. This is when you get the +8.
D8 +8. Right. And then there's
Oh,
multiplication going.
Yeah.
And I've realised I should probably get rid of those undead. With my with the power invested in me by Patar.
17 points of damage.
Please get rid.
All right, the Queen of Coins getting back to her feet. Knight of Cups is dead. The King of Cups. Let's see. Does he want to do something else? No, he was not doing something else. Yep. He was just going to smack you with his mace.
How kind.
Oh, wait, no, I roll. He was just standing around doing nothing. That's right. Confusion. Forgot about that.
I might actually go down.
Let's see. The
PK time.
Page of Cups is dead. Knight of Swords is going to attack the wolf. Oh, wait, no, he has to get up. Right, he has to get up first. There we go. Ockar, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to go over here and attack this guy.
Okay. That is a hit.
Figured.
The 16 points of damage. Pretty nice. You chop into the Knight of Swords. Okay, and do you get a second attack, Ockar?
I get 3 attacks.
Okay. Braxon, do you get a second attack?
Yeah, I get my starting one and 2 more.
I kind of lost count. I'm on 3 per 2.
I don't think you got 2 attacks last round, so Braxon and Ockar, you get your second attacks now.
And I don't have +8. I think I have
you have +7.
+7, sorry. Oh.
And Ockar, you have...
Am I willing to redeem something for me?
Well, you'll use up your third attack getting back to your feet, so it won't affect the following round. At least.
Okay. Do I keep my sword?
Yeah, because you just went down.
Okay.
That is a hit for Braxon.
Woo. Right.
That is going to be...
I haven't chopped anyone up yet.
Well, you just did. You chop him down with the axe.
Woohoo!
Okay, and then Ockar gets back to his feet. All right. Next round initiative.
Right.
The fiend definitely wants to take another bite out of Leva.
Bite with his fake jaw.
Yes, well, the giant jawbone club thingy.
Right. Do I do +3 for Braxon using his amulet against undead?
Yeah.
Right, and I'm doing 3, not +3.
Yep.
Yeah, the
If
plus
I'm
is
lucky-
automatic in there.
If I'm lucky, it'll affect this other one as well, and get rid of one of Lafdul's opponents.
Yeah, just double check to see what the number is. That's fine. Anyone else still need to roll for...
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm just checking something.
See, the rest of the clerics aren't powerful enough to scare off undead.
I see the guy who's nearly dead is really alienating the the desire to heal him.
This is
Qatar
Braxton's.
wasn't strong enough to save you from death. I'm
This
so sorry.
This Braxton's internal monologue. Yeah, I mean, he should be having a crisis of faith, seeing as the wrong avatar came to help us.
I am not seeing where I have your amulet listed down, so I gotta go look that up.
Has he got you give him a sheet yet?
I probably just didn't copy it over to your...
No, you gave me a sheet.
Oh, did I?
It's in the shape of a golden sunburst on a silver chain. When presented against undead, it can turn them as if used by a 6th-level cleric.
Ah, okay, there you go. Okay. I guess okay. I need to get that added to my document. I must have forgotten to put that in. Okay. Anyone still need to roll initiative? Okay. That is going to
I've rolled. Did it add? Yeah.
It did? Alright.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright. Page of coins. Trying to attack you, Lafdul.
Sorry, I'm not casting anything.
Dang it. I mean, he misses.
Yay.
Okay. Knight of Wands trying to... Well, nope, he's getting back to his feet. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So he's back
I
on
didn't
his
do
feet.
that last round.
Lafdul, your turn.
I'm drinking my temporary healing potion.
Okay.
Which is 2d4.
2d4
I can't remember.
plus 2.
It's he. What?
2d4 plus 2.
It's been so long since I've drank healing potion.
Alright, 7 hit points. Okay, Leva.
Yes, she starts off with casting Greater Medicine on this thing.
Okay.
There's no saving throw against it.
Unless you're choosing a specialised weakness or just a general.
No, just a general one.
Because it's only going to be you affecting it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the Knight of Coins is attacking Lafdul. That is a miss. Alright. The Queen of Wands. Oh, I forgot to roll for the confusion.
Oh yeah, it's been another in-game day, right? Because obviously we all rushed to get new spells.
Yeah.
So I'm just counting down my contact and power and stuff.
Okay. The Queen of Swords back on her feet. Moves to attack you, Lafdul.
Yeah, I got 5 now. Well,
Yeah. Yeah, so many friends. Isn't it nice?
That's why I healed myself. Also.
She missed. Leva, the fiend begins casting a spell. You recognize it as Nahal's Reckless Dweomer.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
It is wild magic user.
It is your
There is you.
Well, there's always a chance that it will backfire.
it's your evil half.
Wow, how evil half look at me.
Yeah, clearly
what's
the
it
good
casting?
half clearly the
Don't
good
think you would
half
ever
got
know,
all
would
the
you?
looks.
Yeah, you're not sure exactly what he's what it's trying for.
Oh, maybe it gets the next phrase comes true.
He could fall in love with me.
What is
Says
the I gave you a mechanic for what gets added to the roll. Do you have that?
Talking to me?
Yeah. Do you have that written down?
To which role in particular are you talking about?
For the Wild Surge roll on Nahal's Reckless Dweomer.
Oh, just a second. It's hidden. I've used it about once.
Yeah. Much to my disappointment.
So one of the best spells in the game.
Just a moment.
Surprised it's not a more powerful version of that spell.
I
Pretty
think
powerful.
I might have actually lost that looking at it.
Okay.
Well, I have. If you give me another hour to look for it, I find it. But for the moment, I've lost it.
Yeah. No. All right.
Was
Hold
it,
on a second.
plus your
I'm
wisdom
checking.
modifier or something?
I think it's half your wisdom plus your level.
Something like that. Yes. This looks familiar.
So what would that be?
I had it in one of. Well, anyway, takes too long. Takes too long now. If I go and look for it now.
In the spell itself, it
I
says
know. I
that
modified it from that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
with we had a separate one.
Right. So
But
what's
what
your
you
level
just
plus
said-
half your wisdom?
Level is 11, and wisdom is 14, so it's 7. 18.
Okay.
What is that, like +9 to the result?
Hmm?
I don't know. I'm not.
All right. Let's see. How many images do you have right now?
2.
I know you have 3.
Level is. Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, give me a number from 1 to 4, and this is going to indicate whether you get hit with 1 missile or 2.
3.
All right, get hit with 1 missile.
Phew.
4
For
points
how
of
much?
damage. However, I believe your brooch is going to absorb that.
The brooch looks rather battered these days.
It does. It does.
You've had that since like the under bra.
Yep, that completely absorbs it.
Ah, good.
Okay.
Phew.
And it growls loudly, but you also lose all your images.
Oh, so there's only level left.
Yep.
Okay.
Solas,
Oh,
your
dear.
turn.
Solas is casting magic missile again.
Okay.
3 to this guy, and I'm going to be helping Lafdul by destroying this with 2 missiles.
Okay. That's going to get destroyed. And 3, go ahead and roll the 3 to the
Yeah.
Oh well.
Knight of Wands.
I could be overwhelmed technically. There's like
So
4
Yeah,
around me.
That's why I helped you. Damn,
Okay.
I'm rolling really badly for magic missile.
9 damage there.
You helped Lafdul before I could.
Page of Swords is swinging at you, Lafdul, and he misses. The Queen of Cups is dead, but her skeleton is attacking Braxon. Misses. Braxon. So you are turning.
Okay.
I don't think you need to roll for the number.
Yeah.
That
Braxon.
doesn't
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
matter.
It was going to be
Level
2.
6,
but never mind.
level 6 destroys skeletons.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I think Braxon has to.
What's the
drop
range
it.
on it?
I think
Doesn't
Braxton
matter.
has
It's
to
just
drop-
there's just one left.
No, because this thing can be turned.
Oh right.
And if
Oh,
it
right,
gets
that's not good.
turned... What was it? Does he get stunned if he turns it? It's only if it's destroyed, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's either turned automatically or a roll. What?
that?
Yeah.
That's on our side.
Yeah,
though.
'cause
It's
undead.
classified undead since
Yes.
it's a spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Finn. What does it say that it gets turned as? The Spirit Wolf.
Monster of the caster's hit dice.
Oh.
Ninth.
All right. So you are 9th level.
Yep.
So it's
Give me a D20, Braxon.
Sorry, it's PvP time.
Yeah, it's very unlikely that you turn it.
No, it's fine. You needed a
And,
20.
Because if
Okay.
you disrupt this spell I'm casting, I'm rememorizing it and casting it on you.
Oh,
That's not
Oh.
a good thing, Braxon.
Oh, you're casting a spell. No, the Queen of Cups is going after Solas anyway.
Of course,
so,
since me and
so-
Lafdul are clearly the tanks of this team.
Yeah.
so the thing Braxton said was so good that that skeleton fell apart.
Queen of Coins misses Solas. The King of Cups is dead. I can remove him. Hodvir, a white shirt, steps over to you, Braxon, and touches you, and you are healed for
This guy's awesome. He just touches you and heals everyone.
16 points of damage.
That's good. Thank you. I'm not looking so feeble now.
Alright, the Knight of Swords, back on his feet, attacking Ockar. He misses. Ockar, your turn.
Okay.
Did you roll
wait,
for Battle Fate?
No, thank you for reminding me.
I try.
I should have done that undead turning thing earlier. We just got rid of them.
Eh?
Damn.
It's not like they didn't do a whole lot anyway, so.
Did they even hurt anyone?
Yeah, but it would have been cool, especially if someone had let me say something.
Okay, so
Sorry, I am trying to move this on a little bit because we are.
No, I know. We're late.
Yeah.
You got to move. I'm not moaning at you. Someone else interrupted.
That's a hit. Okay, 14 points of damage. There we go. He is still alive. Finn.
There's like a blender over there.
Finn is casting Thornrack on the Queen of Cups there.
Okay. You mean the Queen of Coins? This one right here?
Queen of Coins. Yep.
Okay. What
Queen
does
of
that
something.
do?
So it is a touch spell, so I have to make an attack roll.
Okay.
And then if I hit...
You do have
There
3
it is.
rerolls, remember.
Yeah, I'm going to use a reroll on
Okay.
this too. So it causes long, painful thorns to grow out of the spell recipient's flesh, piercing the skin from the inside. 1 thorn appears each round, inflicting 1d3 points of damage until all thorns have appeared, which it's 1 thorn per level of caster. When the number of
Nasty.
When the number of thorns exceeds the subject's experience level or HD, a victim still conscious becomes immobilized by the pain, unable to take any action.
Okay.
And
That
then
is
one round after.
Sorry, go ahead.
And then 1 round after the last thorn erupts from the victim's flesh, the first one disappears. And then they keep proceeding 1 per turn.
That is a great anti-spellcaster spell. If you can hit them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And, get close to them. Alright. Go ahead and make your attack roll using a reroll.
And so I'll just do 2d20. And I get +3 to hit right now, I think. I
Well,
think the
that's
19 will do.
19 will definitely do.
You rolled exactly 20.
Okay, so it's on the next round.
Doesn't really say when it starts, but I would guess it would be the next round.
I think it's in that round then.
Okay.
So 1d3 points of damage.
Yep.
Alright, so 1 point of damage. And we'll have it happen on your turn. Well, it should happen at the beginning, because that is an anti-spellcaster spell. Remind me, so I don't forget.
That sounds...
And then Spirit Wolf.
Yep. What was that, Lafdul?
How are you supposed to roll a 1d3 in the tabletop, so to speak? How
You
would you
D6?
just roll a d6 and half.
Alright.
1 to 2 is 1, 3 to 4
Oh,
is
right, yeah.
2, 5 to 6, and
Alright,
that is a
alright.
hit.
That makes sense.
It's same as when you roll a d5 with using d10.
They're all
Yeah.
half.
Assuming you don't own a D5.
Alright, that guy's
You roll
close
a
enough to
D-
death.
And you roll a D2 with a D4.
You roll a D2 with a coin.
Alright, so the Spirit Wolf tears open the Knight of Swords' throat, and he goes down. Second attacks. Braxon, you turn,
And-
so no.
Yeah.
Ockar, you get a second attack.
Yes, I'll be going after the this thing next to Solas.
Okay. That's it.
Is he on horse?
No, he's unhorsed. Alright, that guy's dead.
Huzzah!
Let me see. Anything running out? No. Okay. Alright. Next round.
Next round. Where is those things?
I suppose I should start meleeing again.
I mean, it's up to you. You're only surrounded by 4 guys now, so you could cast a spell.
No. I don't really have any good...
Oh,
Well, I do have some spells, not...
got a good number. Got a good number.
Old is just going to be taking the spell away from you. I know it.
I was actually quite happy with that. Locked everything down. I was like, yes, I can heal. And a sudden realization. I was like, do I use a potion? Do I run away?
Is Lafdul still scary?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
right. Let me roll Balefate.
Whatever anyone does, do not come into the straight line from me to left.
No. Can't warn people.
Oh, well.
You're going to warn Lafdul.
I was thinking.
Nah, you don't need any warnings.
Wow.
I was thinking of doing that the other way around a while ago with Glittertines.
Yeah, I know. Lafdul being in the middle or just being zapped from both sides.
Yeah, it's fine. Laft will be fine. He regenerates.
Yeah, you're the conduit between me and Braxon.
You're just, everyone just thinks you're immortal now.
I
Anyone
thought I
still
could
need to
come
roll?
over-
That's terrible.
I thought I could come over here and fire a lightning bolt and go, I think they're a bit far enough away.
Alright.
Tell you what, it's a shame I'm not like a priest of Ilmarta. I'd be gaining like XP for enduring this. It's fine, just hit me. I'll endure it.
Okay. Everyone rolled initiative?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Page of
And-
Coins attacking you, Lafdul.
And a thorn.
Yeah.
Yes, the Thorn, thank you. 1 point of damage. Is it 1d3 each round just as that one spike comes out, or is it cumulative?
Just as the one spike comes out.
Okay. Oops.
I think it also ruins clothing and stuff.
Probably, it doesn't matter. Okay, the Page of Coins missed you, Lafdul. Leva, your turn.
Cloven.
So, Levi is gonna cast. I'm not certain that was a good idea, but she's gonna cast Statue on the fiend. It can turn back, but at least it.
I mean, if it fails the system shock.
Yes.
Okay, and are you casting the spell or are you using a scroll?
I'm using the book.
Okay. Let me see what that failure chances
I
right
have.
now.
I don't think I have a level for that.
It is level 14.
Oops. Oh well.
Is the book 14 or is it because the spell's been cast?
The
Is it seventh level?
the casting level varies by the spell.
But the spell itself is level 3.
No, this is the 7th level
The
wizard spell.
7th level wizard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
a really good spell,
Yeah,
but it's
I
also
found.
dangerous.
Okay.
No, you looked at the Wujen one.
Yes, I did. I did. That's okay. She's still casting it.
Okay.
But the problem is that the initiative was wrong for this one.
Yeah.
It's going to be 7 instead of 3.
Okay. Let me see if that matters. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Let's see. What is your constitution?
Oh, God.
It's mirroring
Oh,
you.
yeah. What is your constitution?
Oh, that means
It's
it's got an
12. 12.
It must have an awful THAC0 if it's got your THAC.
I think Leva's taco is 18.
If it's got your
That
hit
didn't
points.
ask my Thackeray, asked my constitution.
Yeah, no, I was just remarking because it seems to be like a mirror of you. It's casting your spells. It's
Yeah.
seemingly.
I need you to
like
make an
a
attack
mirror.
roll, please.
Hopefully, it has your armor class.
That's a hit.
Ha!
Oh wow!
Wow.
All right,
Like a
so that turns into a statue.
Whether or not it survives.
Nice.
All right, Braxon.
Okay. Braxon will have dropped glitter times. We got anything out. He's gonna charge over to this lady.
All right.
And he's gonna be clobbering her with the axe.
All right, give me a number from 1 to 5.
Oh, right, okay. I'll give number I'll give you is 5.
Okay, you hit one of the images.
Okay, I can hit 2 images next round.
Well, your ultimate goal is to hit the creature, not an image.
Yeah,
Yep.
but destroying the images makes it so that you can hit the creature.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Knight of Wands is dead. So Finn, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to let my thorns deal with her and probably take an attack of opportunity, but I am going to move here.
Okay. And yes, you are going to take an attack of
And,
opportunity.
Wolf's coming up too.
She misses.
And I'm going to attack that guy.
All right. Yeah, it's not all hell. It's just a small local hell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Page coins. That's a hit. And that's a kill.
He kills still. Even though Lafdul needs help. So.
Yep. Can my wolf keep moving then?
Yep.
Alright, he'll come over here and attack this one then.
Yeah, and I won't do an attack of opportunity from that guy because of your kill. He was able to move around. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's pretty
that wolf
nice.
is really effective.
All right, 4d4. All right, 10 points of damage. All right, dice. I need to be able to see. 10 points of damage from the Spirit Wolf. All right, the Knight of Coins is none too happy about this wolf, so he's attacking the wolf and misses. Actually, no, wait. What's the armor class of the wolf?
Actually, I think it's on the token. It's AC 4.
Okay, yeah, that's a miss. All right. Braxon, you get an attack of opportunity on the Queen of Wands.
Yay! I don't know why, but
She's
take it.
just confused and wandering away from you.
oh right.
And pick a number from 1 to 4.
4.
And
I don't know if that's a hit though.
let's see. What is your THAC0?
THAC0 with the battle-axe is 7.
Yeah, that's a hit. Roll for damage.
Okay. Yay! It was D8 plus 8, I think.
Mm-hmm.
and I rolled a 1.
So good. 11 points of damage. It's just a glancing blow.
Yeah. Hello?
At least you hit her instead of her image.
She wanders away.
She disappeared.
She wandered away. Like, she didn't disappear. She's just down at the southern end of the screen now.
Okay.
Because of
So-
my chaos.
Solas, your turn.
Well, she'll take a while to come back.
Since Solas doesn't want to decide what he does every turn, he's going to be casting Aganazar Scorcher on this guy.
Alright, Queen of Swords, alright.
And she gets hit by 3d6 and no saving throws. The person in between can roll a saving throw to if they take 2d8 or 1d8 damage.
Alright.
Is this the area where Lafdul's
Green
Theory.
one is.
So this is the 3d6 for.
Alright, so 9 points of damage to her.
And then based on saving throw, it's 1d or 2d8.
Okay, and he failed, so
Yes.
2d8.
Okay.
Alright, 6.
And that's a 2 feet wide ray
Alright,
that continues to next round doing exactly the same damage.
Lafdul?
Ew. Does that mean the ray hits me?
Yep.
I've got my Endure Hate, so I ignore the first 10 points of damage.
Alright, we'll make a saving throw first.
What was that spell?
Yeah, it's for a spell.
Does armor help?
Yes.
Ooh, no, I failed.
Alright, so a 2d8. Or 2d6. Yeah, 2d8, yeah. Alright,
So
4
4 damage.
points of damage.
Stop hitting me!
Now, she
Can't
did move
do
away from
anything.
you, so you do get an attack of opportunity against her.
Oh, yay.
She also moved in a way that I think I should hit the Knight of Coin.
It's only 2 feet wide.
A nugget of coin.
Yep, that's a hit.
I was just too busy being burned alive. How much I
It's
take?
okay.
4?
It's enough to kill her.
Oh, wow.
And that's also why it wouldn't have hit the knight. Because she moved away, and in order to do the damage to Lafdul, and kind of knowing that she was going to get killed. The Page of Swords is going to attack Lafdul, though.
Oh, my Endure Hate's gone.
You might
And
want
miss.
to move next round, Lafdul.
Huh? Yeah,
You
wow.
might want to move next round.
Queen of Cups I don't need anymore. Alright, Ockar, your turn.
Can't you move?
Okay,
Nope.
I'm gonna move
No.
over here and attack this.
Okay.
I cannot do anything else except concentrate on the spell.
Can't you just not concentrate on the spell?
Nope.
What? You're forced into it.
That's a hit.
It's in his contract.
12 points of damage. Alright. So the Queen of Coins can still act, right? It's only when there's more thorns than her hit dice?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so she is going to try and stab Ockar. And misses.
Finally, someone thanks for Solas.
Knight of Sword. Alright.
Hey, I helped cut down several things that were attacking you.
Okay. Let's see. Hodvir wings his way over to around to the Knight of Coins, swings his two-handed sword. That is a hit. for 11 points of damage. Alright, Lafdul.
Yeah, Lafdul's going to try and hit with his one attack against the one that was already hit. Above.
Okay.
You might want to
Yeah.
move if you don't want to get hit by the.
Can I reposition?
Not really, because you got the Page of Swords here and the Knight of Coins here.
Well, I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Okay. Then you can
and
do that.
reposition, like through here.
Yeah. He misses you. That is a hit. Alright, 8 points of damage. Okay, Ockar, you get a second attack?
Yep.
Alright.
Definitely more cursing coming from Lafdul directed at Solas.
That is a hit.
So Solas feels that for some reason universe is in balance between Solas and Lafdul now.
What? Why?
Okay, so Lafdul's protection from acid where it runs out, prayer
Anything else?
runs out, the wolf spirit runs out. So poor little wolfie. Poof. Oh yeah, I do have AC in there. All right. Okay, initiative time.
Yay.
Lafdul.
It's a good thing the prayer was already overridden by the enemy's prayer.
I won't roll since I'm basically having to concentrate on the spell.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm attacking as well.
Let me see.
I can't do anything other than concentrate.
Hang on.
Oh, I get extra damage to my attacks this round.
Give me a sec. Go on. Has it worked? Yes, it has worked. Quick question, Ald.
Yes.
Is this too tall for Braxon to see over?
Yes.
This rock. Okay. Secondary question. Range of my weapon throwing axe is listed as 1, 2, 3. But
It's tens of yards, so 30 feet.
right, okay. Thanks.
Is that long range or?
30 feet is short range.
Oh.
30, 60, 90. All right, everyone
I
has
can-
rolled.
You rolled your battle fate, Brax.
No.
Yeah, Arca's remembering now. Oh, you get an
Hey.
extra attack though.
All right, Leva, your turn.
That's good.
God, Leroy is going the normal way. She's just casting magic missiles on that thing.
He's an object now.
You trying to smash the object? Guess.
Oh, he hasn't tried to get
Oh,
back
shoot.
into a normal mode.
I forgot.
Magic resistance.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay, magic resistance was fine. Is there a? Can they try to get back?
Yes, at any time.
Okay, well
You
then
can
it's still
cast
going
it
to be
on
his
allies.
initiative.
As if he survived the transformation.
Yes, but if he's got, yeah, okay. Oh, in that case, I didn't realize that. I would have done something else.
Oh, wait. Sorry, no. Instantly act, then return to the statue state if desired, as long as spell duration is in effect.
Yes, yes.
Downside is that means that he's basically a statue anytime he is not acting. So he's still an object.
What would happen if someone were to cast turn stone to mud on that statue?
You'd have to find out.
But that means that Leroy can actually walk away without getting an attack of opportunity, right?
Right, because it's on his turn that he can turn back to flesh.
But you know that the initiative roll is all wrong now.
Well, you were planning to cast Magic Missile, but then he didn't turn back, so you can just move instead if that's what you want.
Bad.
Yes, I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
Hide behind the rock or something.
All right, Finn.
Hide behind Braxon.
You're gonna have to destroy this thing.
I guess I'll
Yes,
just step up and attack.
Okay.
that doesn't mean I have to stab it to death with your sword that I can barely lift.
That is miss.
I will give you my sword if it makes you feel more confident.
That's like, take any weapon you want, though, but you have to kill it yourself, though.
Knight of Coins misses Lafdul.
Nice.
Queen of Wands is still wandering away. Solas, you're
I'm
concentrating. Okay. I
Maybe.
did not roll for Thornrack. Okay.
Are these corpses staying on the ground, or are they disappearing?
They're staying on the ground as far as you can
For
tell.
now.
I mean, you're not
Okay,
exactly,
cool.
like, there's still bodies there. What exactly they are and everything like that, you haven't looked at. You can't look at. That'll have to
Yeah,
wait
but-
until after the fight, or if you are choosing to make that your action.
They're going to turn back into playing cards.
Ockar, your turn. Oof.
Oh,
Ockar keeps throwing away his weapon.
It's not throwing it away, I fell.
Yeah, you fell. There you go.
oh!
All right.
I can't do a critical hit.
Queen of Swords
That's
is
cool, though.
dead. The Page of Swords comes down here, around here, comes up here, avoiding the fire, and attacks Solas. You are concentrating, so you do not get dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
What is your armor class?
It's a 1,
Poop, he missed.
and he does get the -2 also, so...
All right. The Fiend of the Tarot instantly returns to flesh, flies over here, swings at Leva, misses, and then returns to statue form.
Yeah, you can't escape him.
You're gonna have to
Nice.
destroy him.
Nice.
Uh,
What do they call that statue in, like, Super Mario Brothers?
You
It's
mean
like
Tanuki?
Yeah.
The Tanuki statue.
Queen of Coins
Constantly going back and
misses.
forth.
Braxon, your turn.
Okay, can Braxus shout something to Lever as he runs past?
Sure.
Braxon's going to point over in this direction, but you'll have to figure it out for yourself. And he shouts, "Take Glittertines, you know the word." And then he's going to run over here, past this thing. And,
Okay, so it returns to physical form and attacks you as you move past.
oh, nice.
Wow, it can just, that's super convenient.
It does miss, however, and then returns to statue form.
It has a Levas taco.
Yeah, Braxton.
Yeah, thankfully.
Braxton says a swear word in Dwarven as he.
But it has access to our spells, though, so...
Right. So, Braxton's gonna toss the axe of returning at this one.
Okay.
I don't get a plus. Unless I've got pluses from those spells.
Let's see. Pages.
You do have...
That's a hit. You've
Yeah.
got some bonuses.
Yeah.
Some of the spells are
Alright,
still on.
so I'm doing D6 plus 2. Oh, hang on, it's double if I throw it.
Yeah. And you are getting
Yeah,
you're
there
getting
was
plus
some-
6, 2d6 plus 6 right now.
2D.
That's close enough. He's dead.
Hey! Thank you.
All right, Hodvir Whiteshirt is going to swing at the Knight of Coins, and he hits.
Ockar hasn't done anything with Biomul for a while.
Beowulf doesn't have to engage in combat if he doesn't want to. 9 points of damage.
Chewing on some bones, maybe.
Lafdul.
He's not dead? Oh.
Nope.
This round I get 2 attacks this round, I believe.
Okay. That's a hit. And that's a kill.
Oh, I actually killed something.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised.
Ockar, you get 2 attacks this round, right?
Yeah, can I swing from the ground?
You can use your attack to get up. Lafdul still has an attack left.
Okay, I'll use my attack to get up.
All right. Lafdul, you can move over and attack her.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yep.
Damn.
That's a hit. And that's a kill.
Yay.
So you have just the fiend left. The Queen of Wands has wandered off, and you have no idea where she is now. She's gone.
And Leva is the one who has to kill the fiend.
I can see her. She's on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
just-
multiple turns of wandering.
I know, I'm joking. I'm joking.
So I think that this is going to be a good point to end the episode. Very, very long. End the session,
It's a fun
and
one.
you guys will have some time to think about how you want to take care of that fiend.
Do you want to do the XP next week?
Yeah, I'm going to do the XP next week. Because you'll be going into the Phlogiston anyway.
This has to be the longest combat we've done so far.
It's a pretty long one. It's a pretty long one.
We've had multiple
we-
session combats.
We did a pretty long one before.
Yeah.
Longest single session.
Perhaps.
There was definitely some sessions that we went pretty long. But yes, this is going to wrap up this session. We'll do XP next time because you're going to get a big chunk for getting the tarot deck destroyed as well. And this will at least give you an opportunity to think about some ways to try and destroy this this fiend now that he is in a statue form. And do remember, Braxon did mention Glittertine, so you do have that option.
It's like all the players just start handing her the wands. Just pick one you want. Just kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Might
Lever
have to be the
definitely
thing.
knows the word. I think it was Lever that got Braxton.
Braxon, did you drop it there?
Yeah.
he did.
He
Okay.
dropped it when he got the amulet out. Because he's only got 2 hands.
Okay.
Sounds like you need to see a Thrive Queen.
You might want to mark where Glittertine is, Ald.
Okay. Let's see.
So knowing Braxton, you might forget if he hasn't picked it up.
He won't forget.
Where's the draw thing?
Oh, I don't know.
It's the little paintbrush.
Yeah.
People want to roll their battle phase.
That was just right here, right?
Well, I don't think any of the rest of us are allowed to hit this thing, are we?
Well,
mean, you
we've been
can.
advised against it.
It just might not be a good thing.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, it might be the case where if any one of us hits it, Leva gets hit too.
Oh, yeah.
Or it might copy the next person who hits it, and if that's me or Braxton, we're doomed.
Yeah.
Or even worse, it will do so
I'm-
additively.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the absolute worst.
So, Leva, we'll be giving you stuff to try out. And cheering you on with thumbs up.
Not this girl.
Everyone's
I
just
think
standing
I-
on the sidelines. Yeah, it's fun. It's fine.
Girl
You
power.
got this. You got this right.
I think
Here,
did-
try this scroll.
Just as an aside,
Hands.
all
Yep.
question.
Mhm.
Would the Dispel Magic work on it?
It's your
it
spell.
is now?
Dispel Magic will eliminate that spell without a check.
Yes, but will it eliminate things like Greater Malison as well?
No.
If you're choosing. the
You could
effects.
choose exactly what spell to remove.
Okay.
So
Good
if
to know.
you were,
Mhm.
if you were had cast 3 spells, you could choose which one of 3 removed.
Or all
What
of them, or
happens
something
if
like that.
Yeah.
what happens if Leva casts something from a scroll and she kills herself, like level 16, or it backfires or something like that?
roll up a new character.
You mean
Technically,
what
that
would happen
resolves the
to
problem.
everyone else needing to, trying to kill this?
Yes.
You'd have to find out.
Also,
I know the perfect
Also-
thing to kill this. We just had to
Also-
throw a roll
also-
with the
also-
archmage on it.
Also, backfire doesn't necessarily mean that the spell happens to you. It just might be something else.
If anyone dies, we get to roll up a Hawaii PC for next
No,
week.
I'm rolling up a Minotaur if I die.
Oh yeah, I need to write up in my notes that Lafdul and Braxon own Solas and Finn 20 gold pieces.
Yeah, make note of that.
Ugh.
Make note of that. All right, so I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank everyone out there for watching. We will return next week with more Spelljammer, Adventures in Arcane Space, as the party figures out, or tries to figure out, how to get Leva to take this thing out.
Yeah.
But that will be next time. XP is
Beauty
going to
and
be
the
waiting
Beast.
until the end of that as well.
Ooh.
You're gonna have to defeat it with the power of interpretive dance.
Ooh. That sounds fun. Thanks for
Sounds
watching,
epic.
everyone. We'll be back next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for watching and thanks for all the support that you give to these streams.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks for
See
the
you
game,
next
all.
week.
Take care.